I'm gonna look for twitch.tv/MightyTeapot.
Hell yeah.
I'm already there.
That's where you want to be. It's where you want to be.
The only
Because
place
it's tea
to
time.
be.
Oh, see, look, One Up is confused by time. Because I mean, who isn't, though? At the end of the day, guys, who isn't confused by time?
I think we're all confused by time.
Like, for what reason? Like, why did the clocks change at different times, guys? Seriously, what's with that? Come on. UK, well, EU and NA, that's one thing we've got to work together on. Why can't we just do it at the same time?
Why can we only experience time in a linear direction? Why does it always flow one way for us? Why is life part of a four-dimensional time-space manifold?
Holy
if we
shit.
go forward in time or backward in time, oh wait, are we not talking about that right now? Is that not the time discussion that we're having?
Holy shit! You wait. You want to go backwards in time?
No, only just to stop me from starting this conversation.
What? That's
like,
meta. That's good.
It's like the Wonka Vader. It can go any direction you want.
Yeah,
you still have to go up and down.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, you can already go back in time like 3 seconds with continuums. But what more do you need, dude?
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
I'm glad that EU and the rest of the world has finally caught up to North America.
Yes.
Well done, guys.
We've caught up.
Chronomancers have finally caught up.
For ages, we were an hour behind. We've now caught up with NA. Finally.
I don't understand why
first NA first.
They don't sync NA and EU time change.
It's because NA has to be first at something.
NA has to be different.
It has to be first at something. I mean, just look at all game modes. Like, what does NA even do?
But hold on, isn't it UK that doesn't change, but everything else, most other places change when NA does?
My mic is low. People are saying my
mic
loud? Shouldn't have changed.
But what? How am I too? No, they're just trolling. Trust me, they do this shit all the time. They're just trolling. They're just fucking with us.
Well, I don't know. Yummy, I don't know. Is Yummy a known troll? I don't know so much.
Okay, I'm gonna increase.
Now he's gonna troll me and just get me.
I'm gonna.
Changed.
I'm increasing inks. Inks is louder now. Yeah. Well, Boots is louder as well. So like everyone's louder. You know.
How's this?
Oh. ASMR tea time.
So I have a request. For the community, but I'm gonna wait. I'm wait until some more people sort of shuffle in here. Teapot has told me some alarming things that, we need to. It's fine. It's great. I mean, I love having discussions. Look at Nike's video this week about the build of the. What was the video exactly called? The diversity.
Guild Wars 1 versus Guild Wars 2.
He literally laid down on a minefield for that one.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
But hey,
he should have known better. Nike, if you're watching this, you should have known better, dude. Like, don't criticize the
Guild Wars 1.
It's honestly like criticizing Jesus in the church. Honestly, it's like people worship. They bow down to Guild Wars 1. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. It's a great game, but people are rose tinted as fuck about Guild Wars 1. Okay, they love that shit. I don't know. There are a lot of builds. Skype is a bit low compared to... Guys, it's really fucking loud. What are you guys talking about?
Maybe I'll put up my gain.
No, hang on.
No, I'm not screwing with my setup because it's worked before.
I'm gonna reduce myself even more then. Fine. Fuck you guys.
Something to do with whatever. But anyway, apparently our PvP discussion sparked some interest in the almighty Lord Health set the other week.
Not my PvP discussion.
Boots wasn't here, unfortunately. It was Jebro, DeRoyer, myself, and Teapot.
It was Sam. It wasn't DeRoyer. It was Sam. It was Sam.
I apologize, DeRoyer.
I would have set you guys straight. I mean,
I know.
If I was there, it would just been sun and roses. I think.
Everybody. I
mean, it wouldn't change the fact that nobody's playing season 6, but whatever.
Hey, I played it. I played my 10 placement games.
Nice.
Testing out a new build, and guess what? 8-2.
8-2.
I was 8-2 as well.
Holy shit! What a god.
Yeah. I was 8-2 as well. It was fantastic, right? Fun times. Okay. I know, but my MMR is terrible, so anything I say doesn't actually matter for PvP.
What's your rating, Inks?
Oh, I've decayed down to like bronze 1.
3?
Before you decayed.
Oh shit.
Or bronze 2. No, I was silver 2. I've decayed like a whole level. Anyway, that's not really important. What's important is we received a little bit of criticism on our opinions that season 6 sucks and the rewards are terrible. And the community seems to agree with me. I'm just saying. It kind of seems like the popularity agrees with me. And if there's anything I've learned in life, it's that when the mob agrees with you, you're always right.
It's
wrong.
majority rule. That's how it works, right?
You can't be
That's
wrong.
That's why Trump is president. Oh wait, no. That's not how that works.
It's majority rule, okay? It's majority
Before we get
rule.
into more Guild Wars 2 news, I'd like to seriously congratulate Mr. President Emperor Donald Trump on his very successful healthcare bill. You've done a fantastic job. Keep at it, sport. You'll get it one day. You'll ruin healthcare one day for most people. Keep at it. But anyway, back to the actual topic. If anybody can, I'm so popular. No, I'm not nearly popular enough. That's unfortunate. But if anybody has a recording of the rebuttal from our Lord and Savior, Commander Helseth, not Trump, but Commander Helseth, please share it with me because I would love to watch it. I'm not able to watch it because unfortunately, I don't have the means to support Helseth in his awesome Smite crusade. And
oh god.
I would just
love Hammings.
Yeah, Inks is fucking brutal.
I love discussion.
That is roasted.
As a parent by Nike's video this week, I love discussion. And I'm not very good at it, but I would love to watch it all the same. Damn. Rim's my boy. If you can help me out, Rim, let's make this happen.
That is fucking brutal.
So, Super Venture Box, I guess that's like the news for the week, right? Oh, there's the whole thing where people are really worried for the health of the floppy fish.
I didn't hear about that. What
wait,
there?
Wait, what?
Most people.
Was this a real thing? Did people get upset about the fish?
Because it wasn't in the water.
Well, I mean, it's gasping for air. I mean, you're running around Tyria with this poor fish literally suffocating to death. How could you, ArenaNet? I mean, I don't think PETA would be very happy with your decision to put a floppy fish in the gem store. You should have put a floppy taco in the gem store.
Does the floppy fish break your immersion? Is a real fish out of water kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's just not possible. I can believe everything else in Guild Wars 2, dragons, magic, and stuff like that, but I just can't believe the fish. It just doesn't make sense.
At least the pet rock, the chicken all over again.
Oh yeah, like that was disturbing. That was actually disturbing. I mean, like
now
what the fuck?
You're having us drag around suffocating fish all over Tyria, and you're making us pay for it. You're making us pay for cruelty to animals. I mean,
yeah.
They're not forcing you to pay for it. They're not forcing you to.
That's true. You don't have to get the fish.
You don't have to torture animals.
You can actually play the.
Other players. I have to watch other players drag around a dying fish all over Tyria. It's disturbing.
Maybe they'll put in the gem store a perk that makes everybody else's floppy fishes have a tank of water around them whenever you see them. For 600 gems.
I mean, at least the Quaggan shield, the Quaggan's got a fish bowl he can live in and swim around in. I mean, you're shaking him around like a soda can everywhere you go. It's probably not healthy for the Quaggan, but at least he's got some water. This poor fish is just flopping around, dying, suffocating for hours on end.
Maybe he's a rubber fish attached to a string.
I mean, maybe, you know.
Maybe it's a magic fish that doesn't need water to breathe them to survive.
There you go.
Maybe it's one of the fish that is evolving to become. We're helping evolution right now, because those fish they are surviving on land, and they will pass on their like minor ability to survive on land to their offspring, and therefore the next mini is going to have little legs, fish with legs.
That's right.
Fish with legs, evolution.
Yes, science.
That's pretty controversial. I don't know. I don't know if we should be adding evolution into the mix here.
Yeah, into the game. I don't know. I mean, that's you're just putting a bit of a slant on the game, you know.
Actually, that's what brings you to an important lore discussion. Is there evolution on Tyria? I guess are animals and things just magically brought down for magic? Like the gods bring the humans here. The spirits actually brought.
That actually is a really interesting question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as far as we understand, like things got created, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ooh.
Is there evolution on Tyria? I think Teapot, you have to do a new Tyria is flat.
Yeah.
Evolution in Tyria.
It's time to thonk, guys. Wow. That's pretty interesting.
Okay, let's get
but I mean,
comments from chat. Let us know why this is a stupid question.
Yeah. We need to call one of Potatoes. He would know this, actually.
Maybe.
But that's a good point. Wait, the meta is evolving. The meta is the evolution, yeah.
There is evolution.
Because look at Necromancers. Before, Necromancers only had like 3 weapons, but now they have Greatsword as well. Because now, look, there used to be Scepter Dagger as DPS, but now it's Scepter Dagger and Greatsword. And Doomfire. See, Necro is evolving. 3 builds at the same time.
That's right.
It's too much. It's too much. We've been over this last week.
3 builds at the same time. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he'll respond. Quick question for tea time.
While Boots does that, I just feel like, we need to address this very importantly from Just a Flesh Wound 5 days ago. It says the new mini pet Crichton floppy fish is a fish out of water. It has a gasping for air animation and flops around on the ground. The question is, should ArenaNet keep this animation or change it to a swimming animation?
Oh my god.
On one hand, it's only pixels.
Is this real? Link it.
No animals are being harmed. On the other hand, it's depicting an animal suffocating and dying. As for myself, while I know it's not real, I mean, it is in a video game, right? It does give me an icky feeling as I watched it lie there grasping for air, so I would vote for a change in animation. Your thoughts?
Huh.
My thoughts.
I really don't know what to say about that. If I'm completely honest with you guys.
I think it might be a joke.
No,
is what I think.
Soft. Was I too soft there, Zach? I apologize.
I
think that post might be a joke. That's my 2 cents on that.
Oh my god, it's legit. This is real.
Boots, this is a very serious topic. The fish is grasping. It's grasping and gasping for air.
If it was grasping, it wouldn't be a problem. He'd be evolving.
Yeah, because he'd be gaining things.
Yeah.
It's not a real fish.
I know it's not real. I mean, we're playing a video game. I know it's not real, guys, but it made me feel icky.
But some people who are, attached to their fish may be upset by this.
Well, I've had fish before. It's very upsetting.
But you know what's a really spicy meme? I really love these kind of arguments about ethics in video games, right? Do they not realize that let's just go as a character, right? As a character playing Guild Wars 2, you are going to systematically murder thousands of people in Guild Wars 2. And they're worried about the goddamn fish. You know what I mean? What the hell is this? If you're starting in Queensdale... Listen,
kill them quickly.
I'm on my Elementalist. I get Dagger as my first weapon, guys. I'm Drake's breathing people. I'm like burning people to death in Queensdale.
Wait a second.
That's fucked up. You're
not just knocking them out?
No.
This whole time, I thought they were just peacefully going into a knocked out slumber.
Look, we're actually ruthless because first we tear them apart so badly, we rip their bodies apart so badly that they can't even stand up. And then it's like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You finish them. You put your finishing move on.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Brutal. You're laying on the air, gasping for air, grasping to light.
Guys, I think they are honestly just knocked out. Because how else could you explain them coming back like 5 minutes later in the same place doing the same stuff?
How can you knock someone out by burning them to death?
It burns all the oxygen.
Oh, so they pass out. So they pass out
from lack of oxygen. Yeah. There you go.
Holy shit. That's a good explanation. But what about when you smash someone in the skull with a hammer?
Knockout.
Knockout? With like a giant hammer? A giant hammer?
It's like,
I think the only way to truly resolve this is to try it in real life. We should hit Boots on the head with a hammer.
With a giant hammer.
See if it just knocks him out.
Go get your bouncing hammer, Inks.
Yeah.
I'll try it live on stream. I'll just clock myself upside the head, and we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Oh my gosh.
It's brutal stuff. I mean, there's a lot of killing in Guild Wars 2, guys. I mean, basically the only way you resolve things in Guild Wars 2 is by mercilessly slaughtering people. Is pretty much what you do.
That's right, Tommy. There is a severe lack of Brazil, and you know why? Because he's having a good time doing something else right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, people are pretty harsh on YouTube, and it's a little much, guys. Tone down the harshness on the YouTube comments, please. Brazil doesn't care, but I do.
Yeah, guys, man, everyone's just going ham on Brazil on every single tea time that has Brazil. They're just going crazy, just flaming him pretty hard. Yeah. Now Brazil getting laid. I mean, who knows, guys? Who knows what he's doing? Well, I mean, we do, but never mind.
So speaking of Brazil, though, so sometimes I disagree with him on tea time.
Okay.
I think I respect his opinions now because he says there is only one good movie now.
Logan.
And that is Logan.
Yeah.
And
wrong.
Okay. Fair. It's not the only good movie, but it is a very, very good movie, and I'm glad that he liked it. And yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good film. Definitely, it's a good film. Do you have anything else to say about that?
No, that's it. Just Logan. Go watch Logan. It's a good movie.
Yeah, good. It's a good movie.
Don't want to do spoilers.
No spoilerino. But I mean, speaking of movies, Super Adventure Box is back. That doesn't really work at all, but it's coming back, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. One up. Close your ears. I will spoil. It's got Wolverine in it, and it's also got
what?
It's also got Charles Xavier as well. Okay. There you go. Spoiled. Get fucked, bitch. Spoiled. Yeah, got it. Got you good. Okay, I got you good. Yeah, Super Adventure Box. Who's excited for that? There's no new worlds, but I mean, I don't know why people.
I'm less excited now that I heard that there's no new worlds.
Wait,
is there going to be no new worlds? I mean, there wasn't going to be a Lake Doric. But, I mean,
it's a strange.
It's Lake Doric, so.
I know, but it's a strange decision to publicly put that out there to respond to it. You could have just not responded to that comment. On Facebook, someone asked, "Does the a whole new virtual world?" There's a little quote in the tiny paragraph describing that that SAB was coming out. There was explore a whole new virtual world, and then somebody took that and said, "I also read that," and I was like, "Oh, maybe there is." Someone said, "Does that mean there's a new World 3 coming out?" And then a spokesman from ArenaNet
post from a year ago
said this was talked about a year ago by in the blog post right before the last year's SAB came out. They said it would be detrimental to Guild Wars 2 as a whole to put resources to making new worlds. So they're not going to be doing it. And so
I said probably.
Did they say probably not? They said no. They said they would not be doing it. But the thing is, that blog post was for last year's SAB. So in my mind, reading that old blog post a year ago, it was only that year's SAB that would not get new worlds. And I was like, okay, fine, at least it's back. But now they responded to this comment, citing that blog post from a year ago, saying there won't be any new worlds, and applying it to this year. So I don't know. Does that mean that there won't be any new worlds ever again? Probably not.
I think not for the foreseeable future. I think not. No, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we lost content in Halloween, although we got new rewards. Winter's Day was the same, with a couple new rewards. So, they're really just not putting resources on holidays or festivals. SAB is now a festival. It doesn't look like they've put very many resources into the festival. So probably new guild decorations, and there you go.
Got him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It'll be back. Get your do tribulation mode, guys. People should complain about that. Well, no, they can't complain about it because, guys, there's infantile mode, okay? If it's too hard,
that's right,
you can do infantile mode.
But that's still waiting for my raid infantile mode.
Yeah. Because wait, what are the like can't find 5 more people, right?
Can't find 5 more friends.
Yeah, only got 5.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Only
It's
got
kinda
5
funny.
friends.
So the original SAB put that in there, I'm guessing as a joke to make fun of people who can't do it, right?
Yes, it's beautiful as well. Yes,
And it's pretty funny that now that's what people want for raids. It's like, give us that thing that was meant as a joke, please, because it would make things better.
Well, I mean, they don't necessarily.
They don't want
I call it
mode, they just
infantile
want easy
mode. They want story mode.
Oh, okay, all right.
They just want to play the story one time and never come back, and not really learn to raid or learn more encounters. They really just want to play the story because they feel like they are not getting the full experience of the story content because it's locked behind raids, which are inaccessible to a good deal of the audience.
Would story mode just be an empty area and then like a guy sitting at the area where the bosses are and you talk to him and he replays the cinematics?
No, I think that when players say story mode, and I've got to be a little psychic here, I've got to read their minds a bit, but I think what they want is just a really dumbed down mechanic light version of the bosses.
That takes a lot of resources to try to do, though.
do you think they'd accept it if it was actually just shit talking them? If the game was like visibly making fun of them while they were doing it, would that be accessible? Would that be good enough?
That would make me feel better. Yes. If there was just a little cloud that went over it, a little rainbow, and it just gave you some dialogue while you're running along the rainbow path, that would make me pretty happy.
If some developer can do it in their off time, when just as a pet project, I'm not opposed to it. Go ahead, but whatever.
See, Mithrin says no rewards, and hey, I'm on the no reward train with you. I'm right on board with you. I'm in the caboose. But they actually some of them want light rewards. They want a little bit. They just want a taste. Just a little bit of taste.
How about some
just a little bit, a little flavor,
a little taste.
How about some achievement points?
Yeah, of course. Story mode.
Okay.
Complete story mode. There's 10 achievement points. I mean, what the hell? Let's be generous.
Yeah, why not?
50 achievement points. There
How
you go.
about what if that's the reward?
500 achievement points.
Just a little bit, just a taste of rewards. They just want a little shards.
Just a flavor.
Maybe 2 shards, 5 shards, whatever,
2 shards.
You can only run the story like once a week.
1 shard a week.
1 shard a week.
I would be okay with them getting 1 shard a week. There we go.
I can't see them giving you 1 shard a week, but I can see them giving you a couple of shards, but you can only complete it. I mean, just like raids now, you would only get it once a week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they could do another thing where they do give you shards, but none of the rewards unlock. Like in Wing 4, maybe in the other Wings too. It's been so long, but you need to kill certain bosses to unlock their rewards on the vendor, right? So maybe you get a couple of shards, but those rewards don't actually unlock. So if you want to buy those rewards from a vendor, you need to actually kill the boss in normal mode.
Sure, but then you still don't get legendary insights, I guess.
No.
Of course.
You should just get nothing. Like if they're genuine in their message that they want the story, then surely they don't.
Story.
Then they don't want the rewards, right? Sure, like it doesn't matter. Yeah. Exactly. If they're really if they want the fucking story, they want, I don't know, they want like the 5 lines of dialogue that Demos has, then hey, fucking go for it. I mean, what about, do they need Can easy mode? Do they maybe not want Can on easy mode because he has literally no dialogue, he doesn't say anything? Neither does the Mozart Overseer. Samurog has no lore in it either. All Samurog has is 2 unexplained NPCs that just randomly appear there.
They're unexplained?
Yeah. Pretty well. There is some. It's actually weird. If you do the the lore achievement, like Voices of the Deceased in Bastion, it kind of hints at stuff. But I think I don't know.
So, who are they?
Well, they're prisoners. It seems like they're prisoners, and it seems like Samurog Samurog kind of rebelled against the prison and started killing everyone in the prison. He killed all the prisoners or something. And then
he was the top guy. He was the top prisoner.
And then he has some kind of weird magic where he preserved the you can find their corpses, I think, actually. I think you can find Riggum and Guldham's corpses about the place. They're kind of weirdly preserved, and you can raise them. I think Mithrin might know more about this, honestly.
Okay, I would like to know about this, actually. So who, besides the big guy, besides the most important guy, the last boss that we know about, who is in this jail? Were they good guys, bad guys, or just people that they
were anybody the Mersat deemed?
Yeah. The Mersat forced them to build the prison. That's if you do the little lore mini quest thingy, you find out that the Mersat had the prison made. They had it commissioned, right? Well, and they forced the prisoners to make their own facility. Pretty good stuff, you know.
Yeah, they don't like doing heavy lifting.
Exactly.
Okay, but who were they? The prisoners.
Well,
people who crossed.
Find all of them.
Yeah, like people who crossed the Mersat. Like people who pissed them off. Anti-white mantle.
There's a Jotun they have strung up,
speared, impaled.
But it seems like people that cross the Mersat, but they feel they need to keep them instead of just killing them. Like, why would you want to just keep these people instead of killing them?
Well, from the story of Saul, it seems like the Mersat like to torment and torture people. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they wanted to.
They like to torment them.
They wanted to convert Saul to because previously he was like their pawn in commanding all the humans, right?
Right.
And they wanted to bring him back. Basically, they wanted to because at the end, if you do the Guild Wars 1 mission pack thingy, at the end of the Saul edition where you go and kill a bunch of Char, he kind of realizes that Mersat are actually assholes, like evil. And so they take him off to like another plane of existence. Turns out they put him in jail, and the Eye was trying to guilt trip him into becoming one of them. You know,
doing their bidding.
Yeah, doing their bidding.
I might just make them pass out. Good point. That's why they have to keep him prisoner, because nobody dies in Guild Wars 2. You just make them pass out, and then they just wake up in prison.
Is that why? Like, so are the raid bosses just really lazy? Then they take a whole week to wake up, to take a really long nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I assume that's
tired.
I mean,
they're tired.
I'm pretty sure Air isn't dead too.
She's just having a nap.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, she had a big tail spike to the gut.
Because her voice actor posted. Her voice actor posted, "I just did some work with Guild Wars 2. La la la. Great team to have." Yeah. Her voice actor apparently just.
It's not her voice actors.
It isn't. Isn't that what Kit the Traveler said?
They were corrected later. It's not the.
Damn. Okay.
She voices somebody else. I'm not sure who.
Oh no! If she isn't dead, she's gonna be pissed. Isn't she buried? I mean, that's.
Well, actually, wait, did the Norn? Somebody correct me.
Do they cremate her
Kevin,
or what?
Where are you, Kevin? I think they cremate them. I think the Norn burn their dead.
Well, she's gonna be really pissed then if she's still alive.
Yeah.
If I.
You're not looking so good, Air.
Yeah.
You're not looking so good. Looking a little thin.
Just a pile of ashes on the ground. I mean, that's fucking pain in the ass.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Maybe we're the ones who torture the prisoners from the Mersat jail. What? No. We weren't even there. That doesn't make any sense.
Nice.
Well, you do torture Saul a bit.
Do we though? We break him out.
No, I guess not. Yeah.
No. Yeah, we
torture his demons.
We get his bad. It's like therapy. Like as a really quick therapist, and we cure him of all his bad habits. After it, not into the gambling, not a drinker, not a thief anymore, because we beat up his bad habits.
Yeah, it's pretty effective. Like people say, you can't just smash things into. You can't smash every problem, but apparently you can.
Yes.
You can smash even somebody's drinking problems.
Just exactly. You could, if you hit it hard enough, you'll cure him.
Yeah.
But now Saul's dead though, so.
Oh. You hit it too hard.
Wow. Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you can't do the raid. I'm sorry. I ruined it. I ruined the story. I'm sorry.
I can't find 5 more friends. So I haven't been able to raid.
Yeah, this is a good point. Yeah, Riggum, we make him blow himself up and resurrect a whole bunch of times. Yeah, because in order to beat Samurog, you have to make the human explode. He literally blows up and resurrects.
Yikes.
Yeah, so his meat is like spread all over the room multiple times, and because we suck, it happens loads of times because we fucking fail. Oh, I guess that's true. I don't know about Goldhelm. I guess he's just pissed and he just smashes you. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess you don't really have to explain that lore.
No.
It's just funny that they chose.
Well, it's interesting that they didn't. Oh yeah, all the bugs. Seriously, that fucking bug, man. Oh my god, it triggers me.
What happens? What's the bug?
Sometimes, if you he's supposed to do an animation. He blows up, right? But if you crowd control him when he's supposed to die and blow up, he won't blow up. He'll just walk over to you and then blow up instead of blowing up. So he won't do it in the right place, and he goes invulnerable, and then you have to do it all over again, and it takes time. And if he goes near the other mob, he gets more health. It's just, it's fucked.
So Sven says Air is Lazarus. Could be. You never see them, the two of them in the same room.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. Yes. Wow.
And so was Lazarus.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
Lazarus.
Whoa. Lazarus is dead. Air is dead. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And also they're saying E is Air and Lazarus is E, so they're all the same person.
Well, yeah.
Casimir is Lazarus.
This is actually a really funny meme. The TeaTime, like, here's a story, guys. I no one actually picked up on this, and I'm disappointed in you guys for not picking up on this. The week before the Lake Doric map was released with all the E stuff in it, me personally said on TeaTime that they're hoping everyone has forgotten about E and they're never going to come back to it.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Literally the Sunday before the patch, I said that. I said they it's dead. They've forgotten about it. They're hoping everyone's forgotten about it. You're never going to hear about it again. Okay? And there you go. I've confessed. I confessed to you guys.
TeaTime has the best predictions. It really does. True. Like, just like last week, I said we're probably going to get something else besides a gem store update, and we're probably going to get new worlds in SAB. But no, I was wrong on both of those.
You're only a week off. Come on, you're only a week off. I mean, SAB on Thursday.
Yeah,
it's an interesting day.
Yes, on this Thursday. Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, weird, huh? Thursday. Yeah. Why do you guys think it's on the Thursday? It's random.
Let's see.
I don't know.
So they want it to be as close to the first as possible, maybe?
Yes.
It's just for the theme purposes?
And why not Friday? Oh, maybe because on Friday they won't have enough time to fix any bugs if there are any bugs.
Exactly, yeah. They want to have like a 1 day buffer before they
I thought
the weekend.
Like, I thought it was going to be the week after. I thought it was going to be the Tuesday after, because the first is on a weekend.
Yeah, but then it's not.
But then SAB isn't out on the first. They want it to be out on the first, right?
Exactly. Makes sense.
It makes sense. I guess so.
Yeah.
And then it's lasting for 3 weeks, was it?
To the 20th of April. Yeah.
Whew. And boy, have I heard some things about the 20th, guys. Oh boy.
Have you?
I've heard we're getting a story patch. I've heard we're getting legendary armor on the 20th. I've heard we're getting story patch on the 20th.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, the 20th. Yeah.
I heard so I heard a rumor that there's going to be a story patch on the 11th, which sounds really fishy to me.
Fish? Wait, what day is the 11th? The 11th. Wait, what?
Tuesday, 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
That sounds fishy to me because SAB is still going on. Season 6, for all its popularity and rage in the community right now, is still going.
Well, they know last year too. SAB was for a long time. It originally they only wanted it out there for like a week, and then they extended it for another 2-3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah. And
even though they extended, everybody liked that. People did get bored of just SAB after 3 weeks. So they probably assume if what you're saying is true, it's probably because they're like, yeah, people are going to get bored of SAB after 2 weeks, so we'll put something else in, so that nobody starts complaining.
But season 6 ends May 1st, so I didn't really expect another story until May, personally.
It's weird to have an overlap, isn't it? To have
No, there's been overlaps on this PvP season before.
Yeah, there has been overlap on the PvP season, but with SAB, I don't know.
With story, I don't think there has been an overlap with PvP season and story.
Just in the last season, no, wasn't there? Well, there's been an overlap with that in the festivals.
Well, with festivals, yes. Yes, but not with PvP seasons. One of the complaints is that PvP seasons don't operate on their own timetable. They operate on a TikTok cycle with living story episodes, and the PvPers want it to be, its own thing, operate on its own timetable, like World vs. Road is supposed to, and raids are supposed to technically operate on its own timetable.
But I mean, they're supposed to be a little bit arranged in a fashion so they fill each other's gaps in, right? At least a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Ooh. Wait, is it though? Is it, Boots? Does that really work? I don't think so.
Fill each other's gaps in.
Fill each other's gaps in. Does that really work as a that's what she said joke? I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that. Okay.
I might get Lemoney's gonna hook me up. He's gonna correct me, maybe. Let's see.
Oh, we got the past release schedule. Here we go. Prepare yourselves.
I don't see a link.
Me neither.
Let's not release raids and living story at the same time. I don't know. Is that really bad though? Was that really such a bad thing? I mean, it turned into a giant clown fiesta.
Well, I think it could be a better thing for ArenaNet to not do that because it spaces the content out better.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, one of the problems we have with these living story releases, at least one of the problems I have with the living story releases, is that, I really enjoyed the Lake Doric story release. Like, I really had a lot of fun with that living story and with the map in general. But now you've got this lengthy downtime between where there's nothing but account maintenance to do. So, go ahead, Boots.
That's a very good point, Inks. And I think maybe they've noticed this as well, ArenaNet, and are doing something to change that. Not because they think it's not good for the game just to have this in the downtime, but because they'll be trying to push something out soon enough, such as the expansion, and they want to have as many people back at the game leading up to the expansion as possible. Ooh. So the way they're going to do that is by putting more and more content out, and in a shorter amount of time, to get as many people interested in the game as possible before the expansion announcement. So that it's not like, oh, there was a living story update, the PvP guys aren't here, who cares? And then, oh, the living story update's done now, nobody's really playing right now. Oh, now they announced the expansion, and people are like, whatever. Yeah, we were expecting an announcement of the expansion. Who cares? But if they bunch a bunch of things all together leading up to the announcement, a lot of people will be playing at that time, and people will be very excited, I think.
There's a comment too, that the raids are bugged for the first couple of days, and while that's true, it doesn't matter because those who really care about raiding, that's what they're doing. They're not playing story. There's another comment about there's really very few people who raid. I mean, don't get me wrong, the majority of the community is not raiding, but I don't think that invalidates raids as content or as content that should be released semi-separately. I think that you should space it out a little bit because those players who do both will get more value out of that. And those players who don't do both won't be affected anyway. So if you don't do raids, it doesn't matter when raids are released because you're not going to do them. But if you do raids and you space it out a week apart, 2 weeks apart, whatever, then that actually extends the value of the content for those players.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But they want to hype the expansion, on the other hand. So maybe it does make sense in this one exact instance.
Maybe.
Because, before the last expansion, they did the huge overhaul of the game, added a lot more, they made specializations before the expansion came out, right? Right?
Wait, what did they do?
Yes.
A huge overhaul of the game.
They changed the trade system. Introduced specializations before, in preparation for the expansion.
That was quite a bit before the expansion, though.
Yeah, it was 5 months before the expansion. Yeah. But it was in preparation for the expansion so that they could build upon that, right? and
Yes.
probably also so that it doesn't all come at once and we're all weirded out by
they
it.
did that so they could implement elite specializations, basically.
Exactly. Do you think that if they have been working on and if they will bring out build templates, do you think that they would release that before the expansion to get us prepared for it, or do you think that'll be with the expansion to help sell the expansion?
I think it'll be with the expansion to help sell it. But you make a good point in that it would be an attention grabber for sure. But I think it works in their favor more to sell it as a bullet point of the expansion.
Yeah, probably.
But it will be packaged. It will kind of be implemented into the base game as well. So it's not exactly selling the new expansion. Or do you think that will work?
No, but they did the same thing with like a World versus World Borderlands. I mean, everybody got the Borderlands.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. I don't know.
Well, it's possible that build templates might end up that way, but hopefully not. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I think they would put it with the expansion. There was
Lemony had
the expansion that everybody got.
Lemony had some great insight. Episode 1 was 8 weeks between. Episode 2 was 9 weeks between. Episode 3 was 11 weeks, but probably because we had winter break. Episode 4 was 9. Episode 4, 9 weeks would put it at April 11th. Now, that's interesting and that's true. So I can understand where that thought process probably comes from for people speculating. But I would say if they need to extend one, they don't need to. I think that they will extend one of the 2 episodes because I only think there's going to be 6. I know some people think there's going to be more than 6, so I could be wrong on that as well. But I think if they extend one of these episodes an extra month here and there, because remember, these can be 2 to 3 months apart. Everybody seems to forget that they can be 2 to 3 months, and there just has to be 2 months.
Well, 11 weeks is almost 3 months.
Right, but we have winter break, right?
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 months fits for that one as well. But if we're looking at a Gamescom or PAX West announcement, which I think we are, then it fits a better timetable to wrap up the season with a couple extra weeks here and there to keep the pacing online. Although, no, I know you didn't leak it. Lemony. I'm just talking about leagues in general. Although ArenaNet has not always been great at pacing their content, so
content drought.
I guess there's that. No, I will not be I will not be at Gamescom. That is
Inks, come
very
to Gamescom.
far away from me.
Come to Gamescom, Inks.
It's very far away.
Boots, come to Gamescom. Let's go. Run away. Run away from Freedom Land.
When is it?
Well, we're going on the 26th, if I recall correctly, of August.
Of August?
Yeah.
I think I can't go.
Oh, well.
Sorry. I'm gonna be in Greece beginning of July, and do a little bit of Europe, but probably I won't be able to like stay there till August 26th.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. That'll be my vacation.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully they're able to maintain the tempo because we don't want a repeat of the Heart of Thorns meme. That didn't go so well. But I mean, if it, okay, so suppose that we do get our April 20th release or April 11th. I mean, that means they need at least another episode, right?
Yeah. The way I understand it is, I think everybody's been saying there's probably going to be 6 episodes.
Yeah, and I know I've seen some people talk recently about there being more than 6. Maybe there's going to be 8 episodes.
How many was there last season? 8? I could look this up on Guild Wars.
Well, yeah, they're 8. The previous ones, didn't one have 6 and one have 8? Or am I just crazy?
I don't know.
Was it 8 and 6?
Crazy.
8 is.
I mean, Living Story season 1 was sort of all over the place. Like there wasn't. It wasn't so much as, I don't know. It wasn't exactly a story. It was a story combined with all of the first times we got festivals and stuff like that. So it's hard to say what was an expansion, what was an episode and what wasn't.
It's 8 episodes and 16 hot chapters. If there is 8 episodes, April,
Eight seems like a lot. Eight.
I
Like
mean, if we have 8, that's putting us close to November territory.
Well, I mean, 8 would be if they do that, then they could just go straight into it with absolutely no break if they were able to create 8.
They're not going to have an announcement at some convention saying, "Hey guys, the Desert Heart is." I don't fucking know. I'm terrible with expansion names. We'll just use Wooden Potatoes. Cow is coming in September. Is coming in October.
Wooden Potatoes. Cow.
Cogs of War.
Yeah.
Cogs of War.
Cogs of War
is coming in October. Like.
Oh wait, I'm getting a response. Oh no. Never mind. Continue.
His response was, "Shut up, Boots."
He was out at the time. He just saw my message. We will find out. He's typing something. This is about Evolution Interior, by the way.
Wait, oh! Finally, we've got a response.
What do you think the chances are that they announce the expansion and then there is still 2 more Living World episodes or something? Yeah, they could. I'm not saying that they can't do that, but that means whatever the announcement is has to, number one, we have to get some giant revelation that, I mean, we have lots of leaks and we have lots of rumors, but you need some big revelation that says we're going to the desert next. Because the story hasn't really directed us there just yet, if that's where we're going, if those leaks and rumors are true, right? So, I mean, maybe we'll see that in the next episode. I don't know. But there has to be some big revelation in order to make an announcement. And they're going to have to talk about some of the things that are included in the expansion without really talking about story or spoiling story in some way. And it could happen. It's not that it can't happen. It just seems less likely to me.
I think it's definitely possible though, because I mean they don't want to go, but you know the big gap last time was just such a disaster. And if they've
you're not wrong there.
If they've organized themselves a little bit better this time, because I mean we know they've been working on this expansion for a long time. Like I mean, people were upset to hear how early they started working on the next expansion, right?
Why were they upset?
Well, people were pretty triggered that they immediately started working on another expansion.
They need to. That's
who was
the
triggered?
Problem. That was the problem with Heart of Thorns.
I don't know anybody who was triggered. Who was triggered about that?
Well, I mean, do you not think so? I mean, a lot of people were. Don't you think? You know, on the subreddit,
I don't think so.
Stuff like that.
I don't remember if anybody here was triggered or knows anybody who was triggered that they started working on an expansion and told us about it. Please let me know, because
okay, so there were definitely some harsh feelings because Legendary Armor wasn't done. It still isn't done at this point. There was a thread on the subreddit this week about false advertisement and ArenaNet lying to us and bait and switch because Legendary Armor still doesn't exist and the page makes it sound like it's in the game. You know, legendary weapons weren't delivered upon, obviously, and you know, a lot of things in Heart of Thorns were incomplete and just not delivered upon. So people felt like they should deliver all those things before working on the next expansion. So there were feelings of that.
I think, but didn't they explain in their thing that the people working on the next expansion first started fixing up all the HOT things?
They did. They took a break from working on the expansion to fix a lot of to fix the to fix some of the Heart of Thorns.
Yeah. Okay, so I could see people getting upset that they hadn't done that before, maybe. Anyway, the point is that I think that the fact that they have been working on this expansion for this long isn't a negative thing for the game. It's a positive thing for the game to have, instead of having like the entire company blitz to get out an expansion as soon as possible and not work on anything else, have a dedicated team, a large dedicated team working specifically on that. I think that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely the way that it needs to happen, because the way that they did Heart of Thorns was rushed. I think most people would agree on. I don't know that, you know, unfortunately, with Heart of Thorns, you know, we had seen years of them trying other content that just didn't really pan out. China took away a lot of time and resources to really release and develop. And so, you know, we got stuck in this loop of waiting for Heart of Thorns. Then Heart of Thorns released and was very light on content. And then more waiting until Living Story released. I know you don't agree. You don't agree that Heart of Thorns was light on content on release.
I think the one thing that it was light on for me was story. And it was light on story for me, and it was also the fact that the Living Story hadn't started to be developed yet either before Heart of Thorns. Like they didn't have a pent up Living Story ready to be released as soon as Heart of Thorns was released. That was also a disappointment for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I mean, if you look at Heart of Thorns as a package now, you'd be pretty pleased with it, I would imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you, well, it depends on the perspective. But if you think about it, right?
Still story is a little low for me.
So how long do you think it would take to play through all of Heart of Thorns story and all the Living Story, including the next 2 episodes that we're predicting are going to come? Well, it's like if you take,
we have to separate the Living Story from Heart of Thorns, the expansion. We have to because they were working on they were doing Living Story even before they had come out with the expansion. They were always doing Living Story.
But the only reason the Living Story exists is because of the funding from the expansion, though, to a certain extent, right? So I'm not sure I do separate them.
Expansion, it's true, because if the expansion didn't exist, probably Gem Source sales would have continued to dwindle, and eventually they wouldn't have been able to support the game.
Exactly.
So yes, I suppose you could say that. Yeah, okay, fine. So like just the fact that it got us to pay more money to the game means that the Living Story could continue. So you can't take it out of HOT as a bundle. I kind of get that argument, but at the same time, they weren't working on the Living Story for the expansion. You know, they worked on it after the expansion, and also it's something that had been going on before the expansion came out.
That's true.
So in my mind, it's separated.
I think there's some overlap though. Like they exist because of each other, in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, well, not totally the same thing. And one, it makes a good point as well. You have to, if you miss the Living Story, you still have to buy it, right? So that's kind of goddamn rip. So you don't, if you buy the expansion, it doesn't actually entitle you.
New players have to buy it as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Buy Heart of Thorns today.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
You got an extra purchase to make there.
Yeah. If you want to play the Living Story, you have to pay. It's not a lot though. It's 200 gems each, and that's I guess it is kind of a lot actually. What is that? 50 gold? Gems. 50 gold per episode, something like that.
And I got to tell you, this season of the Living Story for me so far has been the best story in Guild Wars 2 to date for me.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't have very stiff competition, but yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but come on, the original personal story.
There was a lot of it. There's a lot of it though. The original.
Sure, yeah, but like, it all condenses anyway. And then season 2 was pretty decent. Season 2 was okay, and then Heart of Thorns. Look, with Heart of Thorns story, they made a design decision to have it a very rushed story, very like, we got to get to Destiny's Edge, we got to get there, and so you can't, like, that's a story pace that they tried to keep up until you got to the very end.
Yeah.
So you can't stop and smell the roses, you can't stop and talk to you can't stop and talk to, what's his name, the other blighting tree, or the other pale tree, excuse me.
It's true. The whole story, like from the get-go, just the concept of what that story is, it's by its definition, it's just like a frantic pace of things that you got to do, and you
can't stop and talk to Malik, or there's not really a place to put. I mean, they even said that. They even said, like, we wanted Malik, but he just didn't fit within the pace and the scope of the story.
Yeah. Meanwhile, though, you have enough time to stop and help some frogs while searching for your friends. It's kind of weird. It's the story, HOT story, for me was not great, and maybe it's because I played it too many times, Maybe it's because I played it like
For that
9
crystalline
times
ore,
now.
that juicy
For that
crystalline
juicy
ore.
crystalline ore,
Yeah.
and so I was able to like
Fully
play so
experience it.
many times
Immerse yourself in it.
so that I've been
Yeah.
able to like nitpick now. I've been able to like go through the story so many times I could see all the flaws.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, let's. I don't know that this analogy really works, but if you have a really good book, your favorite book in the world, you might, people can say, "What the hell is a book?" But you might read a book. You might read your favorite book, several times over your lifetime. And every time you read it, you still enjoy it because it's your favorite book, because it's a good story. But if it's not a good story, usually you read it once and you're like, God, I can't believe I read that. I'm never going to read that again.
Yeah.
But then you read it, you play it 9 more times, and you're just like, all of these things, here's what is wrong. And I think that gives you a better scope to sort of pick apart the problems that exist in that, and why some people leave that story feeling disappointed and shorted.
I think though we can't relate story in some types of video games, especially MMOs, I'd say, to books, because you're never going to have the same in-depth, engrossing experience.
Like I said, it's a bit of a.
You could relate it to movies. You could relate it to movies, I'd say. So some video games, if you relate it to a movie, are more like shoot 'em up. That movie from a long time ago that's just like, fast-paced action. There's plot, like jammed in there a little bit, but the plot's not the important thing.
Oh, like Logan.
Hey. Hey, did you see Logan? No. You didn't see Logan. Go see Logan.
Oh, that was good.
Go see it.
That was good.
Superman versus Batman would have been much better. Damn.
Yeah.
I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, and so I think Heart, in some ways, not in a lot of ways, but in some ways, Heart of Thorns was kind of like the Guild Wars 2 version of that action movie where you have to keep on going further and further, and there is some plot in there, and the plot is just things that happen to you and things that happen to your friends, but it's not like in-depth plot,
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Anyway.
and not everything has to be not everything has to be a work of Shakespeare. It doesn't have to be this profound, thought-provoking, genius writing.
For me, I didn't enjoy the pace of Heart of Thorns. That rush pace is not my preferred pace for a story. And I think that even with that, it was still too short. I think it was, I think there was way too much open world filler of follow the tracks and find your team and whatever.
Leading you through the forest with rocks.
Yeah. Not a big fan of that whole storytelling aspect that they were going for. I think Heart of Thorns had way too few maps. I think the biomes were oversold for what they actually are.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, when they sold biomes to us, the understanding that many people had, myself included, sadly, were that biomes were really 3 different distinct levels in each of the 4 maps. That's not true. That's not even remotely true. Verdant Brink sort of has 2 biomes. I mean,
Verdant Brink's it's got 2 biomes.
The point is the 4 maps that exist don't really have 3 fully developed biomes. And they kind of,
Tangled Depth
is probably
the fullest one.
Tangled Depth has got it's crazy. That's a crazy map,
But the others fall
and everyone
extremely short. Falls extremely short on that biome delivery. And they were asked questions about the biomes, and they kind of just they didn't really answer it fully. They PR'd it. They kind of just dodged the question. Oh, biomes?
I see what you're saying. You're saying, but I guess biomes is probably not the best word they used for they could have used to describe what they're trying to say.
I mean, they're telling us facts, and I'm making a video going, guys, 4 maps doesn't matter because biomes.
No.
Because it's like getting 3 maps per map, so it's like 12 maps.
It's like 3 maps per one, so it's really 12 maps, guys. It's okay, but it's not that at all. It's not even close to that.
Well, in some ways, it's halfway there because those maps
It's
are
quarter.
extremely vertical, and each area, biome, I guess, but not really a biome. Each area has things to do in it, and like Vertebrate, for example, one of the biomes you can only access at night, so that opens up the map a lot when you do that. It just basically makes the whole map have an extra layer to it.
Right, and there's a whole argument about Dragonstand being considered a map. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's, because of the way that Dragonstand is designed, it's a very different experience to any other map in the game.
Dragonstand is a strange map.
It's just an event. It's just on rails. That's what Dragonstand is. You can't even do anything. If the event isn't running, or if you're on a dead map, you can't do anything on Dragonstand. You literally can't do anything.
Well, you can. You just at half of like 1/3 efficiency if you want to. There's only one thing to do on that map. It's not an exploration map. It's a gathering map for those pods, and you get better at it when you do the event. That's it. So like you could go in there with nobody in there, but you just get pods at a much lower rate than you would if you're doing the event.
Yeah, so no one does that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a weird map. It's an event map that has nothing really else in it.
All the HOT maps are a bit like that though. Like if you're on your own, you can't really do that much.
Oh, what? I mean, there's definitely more exploration the other three ones though. Like you could.
Some. I think it's a different type of exploration than Quarteria. And I think that's why these maps are generally, and maybe not here, maybe not on TeaTime, maybe not in this audience, but the general grumblings are that Heart of Thorns maps are not nearly as popular as Quarteria maps, even though Quarteria maps are played and dated and, they don't really see action anymore because
That's one thing I asked. That's one thing I asked a while ago when I thought about it for a second. When was the last map we received that wasn't inherently a hostile environment? Like just a severely hostile environment, and not something that you could just sort of meander in and enjoy the map and sort of explore and do other things.
I mean, I feel like Lake Doric has that to an extent. Now, if you get
it's occupied by a white mantle, and they're all out to kill you.
Yeah, but
it's a war zone
during damn it, Boots. During the white mantle downtime, when they're reconsolidating their forces.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. It's a map you could sort of. Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of action. Okay, it's just a bad excuse. I'll stop.
Yeah, where's a friendly map? Friendly map.
Lake Doric. Okay, Lake Doric just has, I guess, more open, easy terrain that you can just sort of wander around.
Yeah, like more than Bloodstone Fen, and more than Ember Bay. Ember Bay is sort of like a little bit. Actually, Ember Bay is out of the last 4 Living World maps and the HOT maps and the ones in the Living World Season 2 stuff that we got. I would say that Ember Bay, even though it's a volcano, is probably the least hostile compared to all these. So,
well, there are no real malicious I guess there are. That's not really true though. Is it though? It's not friendly. There are Jade Armors there. There are Karka. I don't know.
It's not friendly, but it is the least hostile.
The least unfriendly.
Yeah, the least unfriendly.
Wait, has there ever been any living story map that hasn't been just a shitfest?
Either why would it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't be.
I guess so, because otherwise, it's like yes. We here at ArenaNet, we have given you a friendly new map. Nothing happens. Map. Nothing happens in it. Just enjoy, explore.
Have Teapoticus.
Yeah.
Just you go to the center of the map.
I would like to have tea time with some of these people.
TeaTime Hosts. Sit down. Everybody's having tea. It's a good time.
Yeah.
In the sun.
So that's never going to happen, guys. We're never going to get a friendly, nice map. Dry top. But dry top is fucked. There's crash. People are dead.
It's not that bad. It's not that. It's you crashed in that area, but there's a lot of downtime in there. There's a lot of little exploring of like the oasis.
We're all forgetting about Bitterfrost. I totally.
But don't you get attacked by, Mordrum there though?
Where?
A little bit. And there's the sandstorm that happens. So it is still hostile.
Oh no, wait,
but
no, are there Mordrim and Drytop? Am I just stupid? Wait, no, they're not. There aren't. Aren't there Inquest people there as well?
There's mostly an Inquest, in that area over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Silver Waste is definitely hostile.
Yes. Yes.
What was before Drytop?
We were talking about Bitterfrost, or some people were talking about Bitterfrost. We totally forgot Bitterfrost as a map.
But I mean, Bitterfrost is very hostile. Yeah, it's very hostile.
Yeah, but we totally didn't. We're talking about 3 of the 4. That's the one we forgot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. What was before Drytop?
Corteria.
Corteria, but no. But there was also Southland Cove. Was there
Southland.
anything in between Southland Cove and Drytop?
That was the only new map, right?
We had the cliffs, which
the cliffs.
Oh,
well, the
yeah,
cliffs
yeah,
was
yeah.
a very friendly map.
Yeah, that was a friendly map. Yeah,
and that was a town though. It was like,
and then they took it away, and I loved it so much.
Well, they sailed off. They sailed away.
The cliffs sailed away?
Well, the Kite City sailed away. That was at the top of the cliffs.
And now they're all dead. They're all dead now, Inks. They all crashed. They all died in agony as they crashed into Drytop.
Because of them traitorous.
There's goddamn Sylvari.
Damn Sylvari.
I'm gonna build a wall around the grove, okay? and the wait, hang on. And the pale tree is gonna pay for it, okay?
Well, I mean, we did. Some of us cured her, sort of.
Oh, is she better now?
Halfway. Jesus, Boots. Like, what do you even do in the game?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Let it out, Inks.
Besides
Flame.
Decorations,
Flame,
Inks.
Potatoes,
Flame. What do you do in the game?
I make builds, play with wooden potatoes for fun sometimes, and wait for you guys to tell me what happened in the story, and then
I mean, you beat
ridiculous predictions from it.
You cleared Heart of Thorns 9 times, and you didn't do the after quest.
There's an after. Oh, the yeah. You're talking about the Calibald, right?
Yes.
The salad sword. Salad sword.
I saw that.
And then after
just
that,
to make a sword, and I was like, I guess I'll do it eventually, but I don't want to have to pay money.
No, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay money the first time.
Oh yeah, there's no.
No, it's a quest.
But I thought you had to gather stuff to make the ascended one.
No, you need to run around. Well, you need a vision crystal.
Yeah.
You need a vision crystal, and then the rest is just running around, collecting stuff
and talking to people.
Lots of talking.
Yeah, talking is what gets you those AP, man.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Get the achievement points,
and
man.
then some more talking, and then the next day, some more talking for lots of achievement points.
And I'll do it now. Jesus.
Do it now.
Do it right now. Right now during the stream.
Yeah, go. Yeah. Do it, Boots.
Just do it now. You want me to do it so bad?
Yeah, do it, man. You got to do the content.
Yeah.
That's part of you got to keep up with the current events. Wait, where are my current events actually? Where are our fucking current events? Give me current events. We haven't had a current events patch for a while, have we?
Well, I mean, they're supposed to work on festivals, I thought.
Oh
right?
yeah. So yeah, I excuse you because they have to do the current. They have to do the festival. They got to put SAB back in the game, and then they can do some current events.
Yeah, they gotta. I mean, I hope that the guild decorations are nice. I'm not really big into decorations. I like putting decorations in a guild bank and then having somebody who's good at it decorate so I can see it. That's what I like to do.
Wow.
Okay. Now I gotta look at the mail.
Wait, what?
He's
actually doing it right now, guys.
Show me.
Live story with Boots.
Yeah, we're going to experience the story. You're going to become a Knight of the Thorn, okay? Live on stream. Crown Pavilion? People really want Crown. Yeah, people really want Crown Pavilion back, don't they? They want to get that Liadri, They like that shit. Liadri gameplay,
Yeah, I'm missing one achievement from that. So
what are you missing?
Sure, bring it back. I need to do Liadri. What is it? 6 orbs or whatever the orb achievement is, like the limited orbs, whatever it is.
The mass orbs.
How much AP do you have right now, Inks?
How much what?
AP do you have?
I don't know, 31,000.
Holy shit.
Okay, well,
something.
Don't lecture me about not doing some of the story stuff when you have 31,000 AP, Mr. Achievement Hunter.
Wait,
Look,
what?
okay.
How much
15K is
AP?
just logging into the game.
Yeah, how much AP do you have, Boots?
I'll check. Hold on. 1,500.
Wait, what? You're on your EU account. You're on your EU account.
No. I have 1,500. 15,000.
15,000. Okay, that's I basically have that from dailies, Boots. How does that feel?
I don't do dailies.
But
I don't know what to tell you.
10
There you
AP,
go.
10 AP every day, dude.
You want to know how much?
So if
You
you
want to
take
know how much
dailies
AP I
away,
have
we're
from
pretty
how
much
do you
balanced.
how do you find out how many dailies you've done?
You go on achievements and you mouse over, and it will show you. It will give you the breakdown. It will give you the breakdown.
Okay, hold on. Summary.
Off topic, but I seen you talking about this just the other day, Teapot, in that we need to increase the luck cap.
Yes. Do it. Yes.
I mean, I think it's time.
I think it's time.
I think quite a few players are starting to get to that point where they didn't have to rush capping luck; they're just naturally capping.
Bundle it with the next expansion. You can only get 500% luck, but only if you buy the new expansion.
Let's be honest. 500
There we go.
luck still doesn't make any difference whatsoever.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
It would make a difference.
Yeah, it's all true. Even if they uncapped luck, it still wouldn't make fuck all difference. I don't know. Yeah, I've got a lot of luck piling up. You know, I've got stacks and stacks of exotic lucks just piling up, and there's nothing to do with them. I can eat them, but nothing happens.
This year, I'm being smart about it. Any of the blue tier luck I get, I'm not making that into better luck.
Why not?
Because you need that tier of luck to
make the lanterns.
Change lunar backpacks, to upgrade the lunar backpacks.
Ooh.
There's a lot of money you can make early on from those lunar backpacks by simply upgrading them from the trading post.
Holy shit.
So I'm saving it. I'm saving it this year. I'm not trading in my blue luck.
Oh.
So that I can gamble it away. So that I can just ecto gamble it all away. Just give it back to the script. They need the money.
So now I'm going to the Mystic Forge.
Okay.
Because, of course, I trashed every single Calibolg I've ever had.
They should just change the AP from dailies to increase 1,000 points per year. But that just adds so much AP creep, don't you think? Because that means it's like even if you don't do anything, like the AP is just going to slowly increase. Like 1K free AP per year. That's pretty good stuff, you know. I mean, they're going to have to add some more rewards because people are actually getting up there. I mean, people are at what, 35K AP now? Some people, like 33 or 34K, 35. I don't know.
Motto saying people buy luck for guild decorations. Well, there you go.
Oh,
but you get so much luck though.
Yeah, you do get a lot of luck.
Give me a luck eater. I'll let
a
something
luck
eat
eater?
my luck.
Eat the luck.
You know, like the Dragonite Ore and stuff. Candy corn gobbler. I need a luck gobbler.
There's rewards up to 60K. But the thing is, I kind of feel silly when like over half my AP is from dailies. That kind of seems really silly to me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is just doing dailies.
Like, there's a reason ArenaNet put rewards up to 60K, so they don't have to think or worry about it for a while. They don't really want you getting to 60K tomorrow. They want you to just like the SAB collection from last year, the orange weapons. They don't really want you getting those all in one go. If you have enough gold, you can, but they really kind of want the general populace to work on that for a long time.
Exactly.
So they don't have to worry about those rewards.
It's not something you get instantly. You gotta work for it. Okay? Gotta work for that AP.
I joined a Discord this week where I got called autistic for having a full set of AP armor.
Oh shit! Oh, that was you. Is it your character?
No, it's not my character, but I was part of the conversation.
Yeah. Feels bad, man. Don't worry, Inks. That Discord doesn't like me either. Oh well.
Which Discord?
They probably don't. They probably love Boots though. I bet they love Boots.
Everybody loves Boots.
Yeah, everybody loves Boots. The fuck. You're too nice, Boots. Start flaming people. Start shit-talking people more.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Ooh! Okay, Boots. Who is garbage? Who is garbage? And just flame someone. Go. Let's see if we can, let's go.
Oh, wooden potatoes, let me tell you.
Ooh!
Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, so speaking of which, he answered about the evolution. Okay, and so he says he can't remember offhand any mentions about evolution, but I wouldn't be surprised if some Guild Wars 2 text referred to it somewhere. In fact, he thinks some of the like core lore articles in the manuscripts will have mentioned evolution with dwarves or something like that, but he doesn't really remember off the top of his head. So it doesn't really help us. Doesn't help us.
That doesn't help.
No.
Wait, what we need to do is one of us needs to be frozen, and we're going to come back in 1,000 years, and we'll see if the creatures interior have evolved when there's like 100 more expansions, and see if they've just changed beyond all recognition.
I volunteer.
Okay.
Cryogenically freeze.
I want a spot right next to Walt Disney.
Wow.
And I volunteer.
Okay, there we go.
Apparently he wasn't such a good guy, Walt Disney.
No, apparently not. Go figure.
Hold on. Just as Calvin enhances his wielder, the blade is empowered by the bearer. You must attune yourself to the blade to awaken it from slumber. And then why does it have to be me? Do I say that? Do I respond that?
I don't know. You can. It's your choice, okay. Boots. You can do whatever you want. Like in Chuka and Chomport, when I was talking to Symbol and I had the opportunity to lie and say that the tigers were orphans, I straight up said to her that I fucking murdered the parents, okay? That was my decision, okay? You can make these dialogue choices, okay?
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. That was, I don't know, I never knew that these legendary quests were so much fun, actually. Seriously, like the whole tiger meme was such a good meme. It's like you have this journey of your character kind of realizing that they're actually retarded and they just murdered tiger parents, guys. And then you steal the cubs, and then you use the cubs' energy to make a weapon.
Wow. Then what happens to the cub afterwards?
And you also go to the death place of the tigers that you killed.
Make him into a backpack.
And make them into fucking bow. I mean, what's going on here, guys?
So, well, hold on a second. What happens to the cub after you use his energy? Do you just discard him or what?
Well, I mean, you never go back there again. Basically what's happened. My elementals. He just left them. He just left them in Mount Maelstrom. They're still there right now on a cliff they can't get down from.
Wow. And you guys are complaining about a fish.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's fucked up, guys.
I feel like there's a whole series here that we can submit to PETA for animal cruelty.
Yeah. Like Guild Wars 2 is, whew.
The fact that there's an achievement for killing critters.
Yeah. This is very suspicious, actually.
Motto says you go back there to get tigers on your back. So
that's
you go
true.
Back there to make them into backpacks.
Yes, you can now have a tiger backpack.
I've always wanted that. I've always wanted a tiger backpack.
Yeah. Why not? Why would you not want that? And you can take the cubs. You can take one at a time. I kind of thought that maybe you were supposed to educate all of them, like take one and do one task, then take another and do another task. I actually thought you had to do that, but you don't. Thank God. So basically, what happened is I just educated one of them, did all the tasks with this one tiger, and like the other two have had no exposure to the world. They've been there their entire life. So now I guess they're really jealous of the other one. So it's kind of like it's like a social experiment. Will the other two kill the one that I have been nice to, out of rage, out of jealousy? But maybe then the other one is more experienced.
Legendary collections are not really. I don't think they really teach people good values. I mean, Nevermore has you deforesteria in order to create a legendary staff. I don't know if that's a message you want to send to the youth of the world. Deforestation is good.
So how big we should do? That's another calculation you got to do, Teapot. You gotta calculate for these legendary weapons how big they must be if they really used all of those materials.
Indescribably big. The amount of of leather. Ooh, yeah, amount of leather. It seriously, it's like Van Darkom's dungeon worth of leather to make this shit. Seriously, it's fucking ridiculous. My god damn, the new Heart of Thorns legendaries are annoying to make. I thought I didn't believe people. People said it's cancer. Okay, I didn't believe them. I thought, oh, it can't be that. I just got to get a bunch of materials. Holy shit, it's cancer. It's so annoying to make the new ones. What the hell? At least with the old ones, you just... The current legendaries, well, not the Generation 1 legendaries, you just throw gold at them and they kind of make themselves. But these other ones, just... feels bad, man. It's really annoying. You've got to buy a bunch of gifts and make things... It is through the
Mystic Forge, though. It is through the Mystic Forge. So it's really just... The Zomerals has these things already in his possession.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm only giving them to you if you give me, like... the world worth of materials. Give me show that you've cut down all of Ascalon's forest, and then I will give you this piece of stick.
Well, Dark sort of has it. Astrolaria teaches you about Scientology. I mean, what could be more fun? And Hope is about making chemical and biological weapons and mixing those together. Because
wait a minute,
that always results in positivity.
What are we learning, guys? What are we learning here? Guild Wars 2 is
has the worst collection of all. Scientology is the worst collection of all of them. That's what I learned today.
Sounds about right.
I'm really thonking now, guys. Guild Wars 2 is like a recipe for world domination or something.
So wait, what aspects of Scientology are in Astro?
I have no idea. I haven't done it.
You gotta go do it. You have to go do Astrolaria.
You have to go. Do you go? What happens in? Yeah, what's the chat?
What
tell us.
In Scientology club.
Xenu
doesn't leave Scientology club.
Xenu. Sunrise teaches you to praise the sun. Isn't it? Doesn't it cost you money to do like the greatsword ones? Isn't it like not even worth to craft the greatsword precursors?
Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's like barely worth.
I don't know about the great swords, but there's definitely a few that cost more than just the TP.
Yeah.
Because I think great swords might be one of the less likely to cost more though, because they are more expensive on the TP generally, the great sword ones. But like, I don't know, Warhorn's probably cheaper to make just off of the TP instead of in the yeah.
I imagine the underwater ones. I don't actually know.
Definitely the underwater
probably, ones. Yeah. I mean, those precursors are not worth very much money.
Yeah, but it just that's really sad, you know, because like some of the underwater skins are so good. The like Kraken is such a good skin. It's got like, you know, eels. It's got eels attached to it. And they're all biting. It looks really cool, actually.
You get to shoot sharks with the other one?
Yeah, the other one you get giant ghost sharks that completely destroy. You get that shit on underwater fractal.
Killing of animals, killing
just
of sharks.
Unfortunately, you're never gonna actually use it anymore.
Yeah, sharks.
Unfortunately, you're never gonna use underwater legendaries ever.
Our good old Uncle Beamish has
it
for us here.
Aha! Guild Wars 2 efficiency to the rescue.
And it is.
So So basically, wait, hang on a minute. It's cheaper to craft Dusk, Spark, Zap, and Chosen, right? Is that what this is?
Looks like.
Wait, what? What is this? Wait, is this if you... Oh, these are the ones you can make a profit on selling, basically. It's like you can only make a profit on those 4, right?
So those are the opposite, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's a good chunk that are worth crafting, but there's also a good chunk that are definitely not worth crafting.
The legend is so much more expensive. That's actually counterintuitive to what I thought. The ones that cost more on the trading post seem to be the ones that... Oh no, hold on a second. Yeah. The ones that cost more on the trading post seem to be the ones that cost more to make.
Yeah.
Hamato has something here. Only pre's worth making. Oh, okay. He's just Dust, Spark, Zap, Chosen, Legend, Dawn, Cacarius, Storm, Howl, Rage, Venom.
But this is actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I mean, it depends how cancerous the collections are as well, though, right? Because there's an inherent value to doing a really annoying collection. But damn, like some of these are really expensive. Like wow, Leaf of Kudzu is so expensive. What the hell? It cost you 1,000 gold to craft it. What?
Wow.
What?
What does Juggernaut teach you? All you do is ponder statues. Well, Scarecrow teaches you to thunk.
It teaches you appreciation of statues. Fine art. Presumably the male form as well. So you've got the Gachi in there as well. It's like the Gachi legendary. Oh, but wait, and what's inside the Juggernaut? Oil, okay? Oil, guys. All right? It's the Gachi.
Nice and shiny.
Yeah, makes you all shiny. So you guys know what, the Juggernaut, it's the Gachi legendary, okay? It's
there
a
you
good
go.
But seriously, holy shit. How expensive is it to make fucking the Lover and Kudzu? What the?
Yeah.
Why are they so expensive? What happened in those collections, guys? Guys,
I
tell
don't know,
me.
but I wanna complete the pre so I can get the garden for Kudzu. There's a little garden area that
But it's
opens up.
it's gonna cost you so much, though, Inks. Is it really worth it?
Well, I mean, it's kind of irrelevant because right now every 100 gold I get goes back into the Ecto gamble.
Okay, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing
Listen,
the
Boots, this is really tough for me to admit, guys, but I have a gambling problem.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, ArenaNet is facilitating.
Yep.
They're helping me with my gambling problem on a daily basis of allowing me to gamble away all my gains from the game. So
It's all gone. The script took them all.
They're feeding my addiction. The script are feeding my addiction. Can't help myself.
Yeah.
I have to gamble every day.
Have you won? Have you?
Not Choxy, so I don't.
So you lose. Yeah.
Choxy's enabling you is what's happening. Choxy's like he's showing you just not
every day.
It's also confirmation, but he always only posts the ones where he wins.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Oh, explain this to me, Boots. Then, okay. Now, this is obviously only 2 trials, but I am very lucky with Mystic Clovers. Okay, very lucky actually.
Okay.
So I made 2 legendaries on stream. Okay, I made Chuka and Chompawat. I did Frostfang on stream. Okay. And both times to get 70 Mystic coins, Mystic Clovers, it only took 12 tries for Frostfang and 13 tries for Chuka. So it took 225 tries to get 150 Clovers.
That is pretty lucky.
I over 50% of the time.
Yeah,
I got
33%, right?
Yeah, I got over 50% win rate overall. Because on Frostfang I made 80 because I made some extra ones. I made some extra ones for Frostfang. So I got 80 and it took me 12 even. Holy shit, that's so lucky. That's so lucky.
That's very lucky. That's way too lucky.
That's so lucky, guys.
Maybe
yeah.
I'm so destructive.
Your code.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Server end? Maybe they're like, I like this MightyTeapot character.
Yeah.
Let's give him all the.
It's ArenaNet Paul. ArenaNet Paul's like, I really like this MightyTeapot guy. I think I'm gonna help him out.
Oh, and apparently Oh, you got 50 Mystic coins on 1 try as well. Damn, that's pretty fucking value. Yeah. Holy shit.
You need 90 per armor set. Yeah. I actually have the Clovers for my armor set. I have nothing else.
Yeah.
Because I gambled it, but. Once you get on a roll, it's too easy. It's too easy just to destroy your entire account in literally one day, less than a day, a couple hours. And hell, if they didn't put a cap on how fast and how much you can sell to the trading post, you could do it even faster. Waiting for that trading post is the most annoying thing ever.
Are you waiting for the day that ArenaNet updates the game so that you don't have to type out your character's name to delete it? You just have to press one button instead? It's just...
How good would that be, right? I'm waiting for the next balance. Oh, the video is going to be epic. The video is going to be amazing, guys. If Revenant doesn't get buffs, if they don't get meaningful buffs, and I'm not talking about alacrity on fucking Ventari that nobody cares about. If they don't get meaningful buffs, I am going to delete that Revenant in an epic video, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Will you do a gambling streaming?
Big league.
Do a gambling stream.
Well, see, the problem, I can't really do a gambling stream. Every couple of days, I get 100 gold, 250 ectos, and then I get 1 spin, usually. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 spins.
You know what you got to do? You got to ask for donations from people to gamble.
Yes, guys, throw away all your hard work, just like inks, and you can watch me gamble it away.
Yeah, and then you could do a pool of money from them, and then any gains you make at the end, although you're just gonna keep going until you lose everything. Uh, any gains you make at the end, you divide back amongst the people who donated in a percentage form.
Oh. So basically, if you win, you pay them back. If you win, you pay them back. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. They're bankrolling you.
A gambler never pays back his debts. Apparently, you didn't listen to the Saul story at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, Boots, have you even done Wing 4? Have you done Wing 4?
I have not done Wing 4.
See, there you go. He doesn't even know.
Condi Guardian didn't get buffed, so I was like, might as well not raid.
Time to delete Guardian.
Yeah, time to delete Guardian.
Not deleting it. It's still great for PvE.
Yeah, normal. Yeah, I mean, Guardian's good right now, actually. Well, pretty good. It's alright.
Hey, Nike's here.
Yes.
Don't I love it that Rev can participate in 2 fights? Karn, I mean, I guess it depends on your group. Revenant might be better than most of the players you're with. Depends on who you play with.
I don't know. Rev on Demos is soul crushing. I honestly, this is just public, guys. Like, my heart goes out to everyone who has to kite on Demos. It's not fun. It's not engaging.
Ever do it?
You don't do anything. You all you do is watch your team like fumble around and fuck the boss up. That's all you do on kiting on Demo. Oh, I feel sorry for Plenix. No wonder, he's probably crazy. He's honestly probably insane. He's gone off to Mass Effect Andromeda right now. He's playing that game. He's run away from Guild Wars 2.
You know why he's gone to Mass Effect Andromeda? It's because the lip syncing is so good, he couldn't resist it. The love stories are so in depth. It's better than real life love stories. I mean, you can't write this stuff any better.
Yeah. It's good stuff, It's a good game.
And really, let's be honest.
I'm still waiting for that video game.
Those of us who know Plenix and have been to Salt's late night area.
Yeah, you like late night Discord? You like late night Discord inks?
It's right up his alley, really. Yeah. I mean, it lets him role play the life he wants to have. So I understand.
Right. It is unrealistic love stories. I mean, I'm just waiting for that video game where I get to date somebody for 2 years and then propose and then
2 years?
No, for me it was longer.
2 years of gameplay.
2 years of gameplay. I mean, it has to be realistic, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get 2 years of gameplay out of Mass Effect Andromeda. That's why it's not real. It's not. It's better than real life.
Guild Wars 2.
It's better than real life.
Guild Wars 2. 4 years and 5 years and counting of gameplay.
So you want to add e-dating into the game, basically? Is that what you want to?
There you go. That's what we need.
Would you? Okay, Boots. If they put e-dating into Guild Wars 2, are you more or less likely to buy the expansion?
Oh wait, how would they implement this? Tell me how this works.
Exactly how you want it. Like, they actually just put it's in the game. Like, you can date NPCs, the random NPCs. You can woo the NPCs, and then you convince them.
Housing.
Yeah, player housing. You move in with the NPC,
and it becomes The Sims.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah, I'd buy it.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, actually, you should actually come to do. Do you have the Queen's Terrace pass, Boots?
I do not. I don't.
If you get that in Divinity's Reach, you can. Unfortunately, it's close enough to the. Well, I mean, Kevin tells me it's a brothel. A lot of the time, people role play as a brothel. It's a tavern, a drinking establishment. And I hate to say it, guys, but there is quite often ERP. There's erotic role play. There are erotic role players in Divinity's Reach. They're there. They do it in public. Everyone sees. Wait
a second. Is there a paywall to get into ERP in Guild Wars 2?
No. The thing is, like, by pure coincidence, the Queen's Terrace is just in range of the tavern.
Oh, okay.
It's just in range. Like, if you stand where the bank is, you can hear it. Well, you can't hear it because there's no sound, but you can see it.
That's all you need.
Yeah. It's weird, I don't know. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, guys, whatever floats your boat. You guys like ERP. If you guys like duoing Ara, like another big euphemism, duo Ara, you know what's happening in an Ara duo, guys. Okay, we see you guys. Okay, we know. Like, come on, don't think that we don't realize. We know. Okay, it's fine. You know, it's good. You know, you get some sick loot. You get the Lupicus. Like you role play on the corpse of the Lupicus. It's fine. Okay, we accept everyone here in Tea Time, and in the Guild Wars 2 community.
Today I learned there's a lot of things in Guild Wars 2 that I wasn't aware about. And,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
We need talk to Kevin. Kevin will hook you up. Okay, Kevin is gonna. He'll show you. He'll show you. He's told me things that scare me.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Should we take questions from the audience?
Yeah, you guys got any questions for us? Because you need to give us content now, because we've already talked about nothing for a while, so...
Yeah.
Next time on Tea Time, are we just going to do an SAB stream?
Let's just do SAB stream on Tea Time. We'll do Tribulation mode. No. Actually, let's do Infantile mode on stream. How about that? How about that? Let's go.
Good idea. Good idea. What day is it next week?
What? Sunday. Tea Time is always on Sunday. It's the 2nd.
I am not going to be here.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I have to tell you that
time
now.
to cancel Tea Time. Oh, Roy has a question. It is Roy. It's Roy from Ash, guys. What's next for World versus World? Oh, I mean, nothing. I mean, they're not...
I mean, seasons are the only good thing in World versus World.
Yeah.
They need to bring back seasons somehow, but they need to do some fixes before seasons happens.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So never.
It's to bring seasons back. But you know what? Before they do seasons, guys, we talked about this with Roy on stream a few days ago. We need some Ascended gear. We need something you can turn Proofs of Heroic, boom, Ascended armor. Maybe you do it with some Badges of Honor, some shit like that, okay? You convert that shit, get Ascended armor. You need Ascended armor for World versus World. Well, you don't need it, I suppose. But you know, it's a game mode where Ascended armor matters. It's the only game mode where you can't get it. Like PvP, you can get Ascended armor. It doesn't even fucking matter in PvP. It's literally irrelevant. Okay, I mean,
it matters.
In fairness, they did it. They put it there to bait PvE players into doing PvP, and probably World versus World players as well, right? They did it to bait people into it. But still, you know, why not bait people into World versus World?
Maybe they should.
Yeah.
Not maybe.
But the
they
question
definitely
is,
should.
Are the World versus World players who are really into World versus World actually playing without Ascended armor right now? Do they need Ascended armor?
Well, no. Well, they need money. they told me they're poor. They don't. And it's, you know, and think about it though. Like the gear types they need. Like if you suppose you want to play Necro in World versus World, you need to make a Trailblazer set, right? That's fucked. Maguma Lilies are 10 gold a piece. If you want to convert, so suppose you've already got the Ascended chests and you want to convert it over, because normally if you're going to make a HOT stat set, either you get something that's stat selectable from raids or something. You get something from raids, or you craft it and then convert it over. And that's going to cost you a lot of gold. How do you get an excellent jawline? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's impossible. I mean, it's not even that good.
I will say this though: it doesn't matter that the hardcore or the regular World vs. World players have Ascended armor already. When you make the other, there's quite a few fixes that World vs. World still needs. But when you make those fixes, one of the things you need to add is Ascended armor for players who are now coming into that game mode, or who might be, you know, now interested in that game mode as a way to help properly gear for World vs. World. It's a system that needs to be added when the other things are fixed and you're ready to draw people into that game mode.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah.
Patch the rewards in World vs. World. Let's get some gold going. Maybe shorten the reward tracks down. How about that? You know, shorten that down a little bit. Maybe take a few hours off them. How about that? That would be good.
Think that's going to come before the expansion, or are they going to bundle it into the expansion just like build templates? And
I think they'll continue to do what they're doing and just.
I think it will be. I'm gonna. You know, we've got to
very slowly change something.
I think we got to pull a Mike. we got to pull a Mike O'Brien here. It's going to be when it's ready. Okay, you know that. I don't think it's going to necessarily be at any specific point. They're just going to do a big quality of life patch eventually, whether that's before or after, probably after the expansion or with the expansion. It would just be a big content patch. We're fixing the game just like they did with HOT. Mike just laid that smack down patched all of HOT in one go. Boom, quality of life. That's probably something that's going to be similar. Easy. Just fix the fucking game. Just fix it.
Yeah.
Somebody asked when I'm going to get disillusioned and delete my new main.
Could be tomorrow.
I'm already, literally could be tonight. I could leave this stream and just, the mood hits me and I just delete whoever. Who knows?
Hey, when they put Ascendeds in World versus World, are they going to just do it just like PvP where it's tied to the seasons?
Well, I think it'll be tied to a currency like fractals plus crafting.
Yeah, but PvP, you could only get Ascended gear with the Ascended PvP tokens that you get from participating in the season, in the PvP seasons, right?
Yeah.
Right, but you can get fractals anytime. So unless they're going to bring back World vs. World seasons, which I think would be good. I mean, you got to fix all the other stuff first, but I think it would be good.
Yeah, but if they do it all at the same time, that sounds like an expansion territory kind of thing.
There hasn't been a season for a while though, so I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath for them returning.
However, if there was a season, that would bring me back to World vs. World, at least temporarily.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And regular World vs. World players might not want that, or maybe they don't like that so much, but I don't know. I don't think it's such a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, it might motivate people to play, if nothing else, for the achievement points, right? At minimum, they want the AP, so they'll try and get involved.
And the Dolyak mini.
Yeah, the Dolyak finisher. Yeah.
I need copper. I got silver and gold. Yeah. I need a copper Dolyak. I need to aim for third place.
A big problem with World, like the biggest problem with World versus World is the reward structure. As I understand it, from the World versus World Discord, which is like, I mean, obviously a very highbrow place of pure intelligence, 150 IQ average, very good, it's quality discussion, quality memes. It's all good stuff. Okay, it's all good stuff. So yeah, buff the rewards in World versus World, guys. Okay, and no, I don't like the fact that it's tied, like the good rewards in PvP are tied to seasons. That's kind of Yeah. Because especially now that they're kind of shitty, it just disincentivizes people to play off season even more. Like people people don't give a fuck off season. Like even the top players don't give a shit when it's not a season on, right? They don't even stream. Like it's not even worth. Like unranked is just hell. Hell. It's not like consider suicide if you queue unranked, guys. Seriously, I mean that's basically what it encourages you to do after a few games. It's not fun, and the fact that there are no rewards just means that everyone just stops. I don't know.
What do you guys think about alternating PvP and World vs. World seasons? I think it makes more sense than Living World seasons or episodes. Rather.
Do a 3-way rotation.
Maybe.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe, and once a month, every month. So that way you have your Living World come out every 3 months.
I don't know, like a month is a bit short for a season, a PvP season, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I think that PvP and World vs. World should maybe rotate. See, they need to fix PvP off season as well, I think. But anyway, PvP and World vs. World seasons could rotate around one another, and then Living World and raids and PvE stuff just gets slotted in wherever.
When it's good.
Someone asked about Guardian Axe as the new Condi Cancer. Well, I don't know, because the leaks about Guardian say that it's going to be a healer. So, like, how can it be a Condi healer? I don't know how that... I guess it can have two sides to it. So half the specialization can be Condi Ebola on the Axe, and then half of it can be this buffer, like this raid healing buffer type thing. But yeah.
That's what the theme is.
Yeah.
It says it would be a healer?
Yeah, like a support class. It's tipped as the quickness buffer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, according to the leaks, anyway, it's going to be quickness.
Yeah. Okay, so that's just quickness, though. That's not healing.
Yeah. Druid equals Condi healer buffer. Yeah, but it kind of makes sense on Ranger, but with Druid, with Guardian, how does that make sense?
Right,
Guardian Condi Axe heal?
Well, the other thing too is Druid is a Condi healer buffer, but the Condi doesn't come from Druid, really, right?
Yeah, it comes from just base Ranger. So like having the axe as the specialization weapon, but it's also Condi, but it's also buff. I don't know. It's possible. It's definitely possible. They could have just some traits that are just totally different within it, like a totally dual purpose specialization. You know, that's fine.
Well, all specializations sort of have it's three
yeah,
lines.
But I mean,
choices.
yeah, but I mean, they all are relatively similar, though. I would say, like not
they
as
have
not
something built in that the choices don't really affect.
Yeah, well, actually, I completely agree with Phoebe Poison here. By the way, just to go back to the PvP thing. Yeah, like the off season is just it's rough. It's rough, man. I really feel for the guys who play a lot of PvP, like yourself. In fact, because damn, a month that sucks. A month of without ranked, that's harsh. That's way too long, in my opinion.
It's tough because if you have even less downtime than you have now, which I'm not saying is necessarily a bad thing, that means you move through more seasons or you have the existing seasons even longer. And the question becomes, at what point do the seasons become where players generally care, I guess, for the first couple of weeks, right? But at some point, there's a drop-off in caring throughout the PvP season for some people. For, I would say, most people. Unless you're really trying to strive to maintain a particular rank, like most people get disenchanted somewhere, and then the last few weeks, they're like, oh, I got to catch up, so now I got to PvP more, right? So, like, there's this lull in the middle. So, if you're going to have longer seasons, that means a bigger lull in the middle, kind of. I don't know. I mean, off-season is terrible, don't get me wrong. But I think you burn people out more if you have more seasons or quicker seasons. And then there's also a risk of long seasons, like seasons being longer than they are now, so that there's less downtime and that there's a drop-off. There's like a drastic drop-off in the middle.
Yeah. So you said you went 8-2 in your placement matches?
Yeah.
What were you using?
Elementalist support.
Yeah, boy.
Solo queue.
Solo queue. Hard carry. Inks is hard carrying, boys.
No, not really. I'm not. I don't play elementalist support properly.
Wait, what do you do?
So here's my problem. I shouldn't be playing well, that's no longer a problem because I don't have an elementalist. But when I did have an elementalist, the problem that I had was I should be playing support. So I should be around my team. But your team is usually retarded. So I can't just watch a point get uncapped where nobody responds. I can't just sit there with my team and watch as the timer ticks over and we need to go capture one of the... I'm terrible at terminology, but go get a lord or something. I can't just sit there and do nothing because my team refuses to move from center, for example. Even though that's where I should be supporting them, I can't just sit there and watch my team flounder around and do nothing the entire match. And that happens way too often, especially in the lower ranks like I am. So then I end up saying, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go and save that point. And sometimes I'm successful. And sometimes I'm a support Ellie and not so much. Because there's nobody to support. So, yeah. Mixed results.
Just play DPS. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like support Ellie's not a great...
It's not
playing solo queue.
No, it's really bad. I think it's one of the worst options you could eat. Like it's horrible. Like playing support solo queue is bold.
It's fun to play.
It's a big dick move. It's a big dick moving. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I think moving.
It's frustrating some games.
There needs to be one reward structure. There needs to be a reward structure for off season at least, because the fact that they just take away the season rewards, no pips, not even for winning.
Yeah, but you still get there is a reward structure for off season. It's just not.
It's just but it's taken stuff away. All you get is the reward tracks. I mean, the reward tracks are pretty decent, right? Yeah. But
they do something where you preemptively play your placement matches before a season starts.
Huh?
Wait, what?
So let's say the week before a season starts, and I guess I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter because some people still won't do them or whatever. But maybe you could sort of hype the beginning of a season up by saying, hey, the season's going to start, next week. This week you can do your 10 placement matches. And whatever you finish those placement matches, it takes a snapshot of whatever your placement is. So that when the season starts, you can just start playing. Because I feel like on day one, for the first week almost for some people, they're just playing their placement matches and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like the matchmaking gets kind of weird in that first week. I mean, it's not very good at all. It's not really good in the first place because the population is low. But I don't know, that first week is just really crappy and weird with those placement matches going on.
Okay, but you got to do them though. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, Inks.
What are you trying to say exactly?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just kind of wish that we could do placement matches before the season, actually, the season starts. I just want to get in there and just play. I want to play real matches. Placement matches
but
are
they're the same though. They're the same.
They're not the same. They feel worse. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
I'm trying to explain it, and I'm failing at explaining.
He's trying to say that he doesn't accept placement matches that let him go 8-2.
Well,
because he knows something's wrong with that.
Yeah, everyone's everyone.
It's not just that. It's just for the first week of PvP season X, season whatever.
Yeah. For
that first week, people are placing at different times. So if you're really hardcore into it.
Ooh. Then doesn't it put you in placement matches based off of your MMR to go into it in some ways?
Yeah, they do a soft reset, which is, I guess, normal but strange to me as well. But I don't know. It just feels like the first week everything is out of whack a little bit because everybody's doing their placement matches.
Everyone's MMR gets everyone's geckos get soft reset at the start of every season, right? They get squished a bit. That's what they do. That's why everything's wonky at the start of every season.
Yeah, that's how it works. And then you get eventually
and then it straightens out a bit. Yeah, it straightens out a bit after a few games. 20 games or so.
Yeah. The first 20 games. So I didn't really experience that, Ajax. My first 20 games didn't really move in much any direction. It kind of just stayed the same, more or less.
Maybe that's where you're supposed to be.
No, I don't doubt it for myself, but.
Yeah. Hey, have you noticed if this still happens? Because last season I noticed the longer you play, the less your score is going to change based on a win or a loss. Does that still happen?
They changed it this season a little bit. So if it's a close game, it's better for you. So you get more pips.
Okay, but it doesn't have anything to do with how long you've been playing anymore? That day? Because I noticed.
Wait, what?
I don't know if you noticed this, but I start playing in a day. I go up 25, I go down 25, or I don't know, 15 or whatever. If I've played for 2 hours straight PvP, it's down to up 5, down 5, or up 10, down 10. You haven't noticed that?
No, I haven't noticed that.
Does that?
I basically only play in large blocks of time. 2-3 hours at a time.
Okay.
So I don't know. I haven't noticed that, but.
And then if you wait a long time before playing again, it's 95 for the first one.
What are you talking about? Decay?
No. I'm talking about without decay, it's just that natural change. But with decay, it's ridiculous, and then it gets lower and lower.
I mean, I've decayed as far as I can go right now. I haven't played, so I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. Well, anyway, people are corroborating what I'm saying a little bit. Yeah. They're saying the MMR gets less volatile as you play more games.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it resets though, does it? I don't think
it does reset.
Does it?
It has. Yeah. If I wait 2 days and don't get decay yet, but if I wait 2 days and start playing again, it's back at 20, 25.
Didn't they patch that though to stop people exploiting it?
I hope so.
Didn't they?
That
was
my question basically.
Wasn't that what NA was doing, guys? Isn't that what NA was doing? Letting themselves decay, them playing like one match, and they get a whole shit ton of rating for that.
Okay, good. There's no more decay volatility. That was what my question was.
Yeah.
And now it is answered. That's good.
They patched it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. I'm happy about that because it was kind of lame.
Are there any more? Yeah, at the end. Are there any more questions, guys?
There was one a little earlier that was kind of interesting. Somebody said, "What do you think the next Revenant legend is going to be?"
Ooh.
I think that they're going
Pyre Fierce Shot, and it's going to be Shortbow. Boom.
Delete Revenant.
They're going. The next Revenant legend is nothing. You activate the legend and the game just quits. It just cancels. Just uninstalls.
Crashes. Pretty close to my actual experience at this point. Yeah, the next legend, Pyre Fierce Shot would be cool. Well, I think the rumor was Shortbow.
Yep.
Condi Shortbow, right? Was
Condi Shortbow, Pyre Fierce Shot.
Like a long time ago, that was the rumor.
Yeah,
it's either longbow or shortbow.
Is Pyre? Okay, so tell me about Pyre Fierce Shot. Let's wiki him right now.
I believe.
Right?
What's his base form actually? When you first unlock the hero, what skills does he have? Because I actually cannot remember. I think, is he Condi? Is he like a preparation guy?
He is dual shot.
Kindle arrows. Yeah, Condi. See.
Shot. Throw
this
dirt.
thing says longbow, perhaps. I'm not really.
That's not really Condi. I think he has a recurve bow when you get him as well. Or something
longbow,
like that.
Perhaps is not
what
real.
What type of bow does he have?
Pyre Fierce Shot is an outcast, persecuted by the Char shamans for daring to speak out against their ways. After his warband killed a shaman, destroyed a temple, Pyre and his companions fled the ruling shaman caste. Is it shaman or shaman?
Shaman. I don't fucking know.
You just tell me both of the answers.
Shaman.
But Kindle arrows in Guild Wars 2 would be Condi. It's not like you need incendiary. You need the elite skill incendiary arrows to be Condi. But in Guild Wars 2, Kindle arrows would be Condi, guys.
My accent would say.
Oh, he's not
shaman,
really.
It's probably wrong.
He's got blind. Blind is a condition, guys. I don't. He's not really Condi. He's. Yeah.
I feel the same way as Gelix. Nice leagues when half of it comes with a perhaps. Perhaps. Longbow, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Okay. How do you pronounce mana now?
Mana?
I always say mana, but
I always say mana.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Mana. Who the fuck says mana? Who says mana?
Yeah. Mono.
Yeah. Do you want to know more about Pyre Fierce Shot?
Go. Story time with Boots.
Okay. Pyre hates them with a fury that only one raised to worship false gods can understand. He has been betrayed, tricked, and deceived, and he has sworn never to fall under the spell of the shamans again. Pyre celebrated the demise of the Titans, those whom the shamans call gods, and now watches with rising anger as the priests continue to deceive his people. At every step, the shamans seek to tighten their grasp, bringing the Char once again under their false rule, enslaving them to the powers who do not deserve respect, much less worship. So wait. Okay. This is the Titans, right, that we're talking about?
Yes. Okay. Well, destroyers. They were like worshipping destroyers, I think, right?
And so Pyre Fierce Shot was a good Char.
Yes. He was our homeboy. He helped us in Eye of the North.
Yeah. Oh, was he a hero?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Okay.
Well, welcome to Guild Wars 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I played like half of Eye of the North and then stopped. And I never paid attention to the heroes. I gotta tell you, like
was that
maybe.
Good, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I think people liked it. I don't know. I guess I wasn't still into it as much at the time. Anyway.
Titans, not destroyers? Oh. They just retarded then because there were destroyers there as well? I don't know. Titans are trash anyway. All they do is like you kill them and then 2 more spawn. Trash! You know, you just kill a Titan, you get more Titans out of it, guys, okay? It's simple as that.
I don't know if Pyre Fierce Shot is he really that good enough to be a legend? Like, why?
Is Jalis really good enough to be a legend? Is Ventari good enough to be a legend?
Yeah.
What? No.
I think Ventari is.
How? What, Ventari? He's just a horseman.
Yeah, he's a horseman who like basically made the entire Sylvari race.
Right, founded the Sylvari. the good Sylvari.
Yeah, exactly. But Jalis, he was a king of dwarves, Jalis.
Yeah, but I mean that's not exactly impressive, is it?
I mean,
what is this? Be careful who you flame thing. What is going on here?
What?
Huh?
I'm looking at MightyTeapot videos.
Oh. Yeah, I someone told me to flame someone in a pug I joined, and I got kicked.
Wow.
Oh, I saw that. That was great.
It was good.
Some random person in your chat told you to flame the person that you like joined a group into.
Yes.
And you thought it was like their friend or something.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, just playing log, and then like insta kick.
Yes. It was good.
It's pretty funny.
Immediately
and then didn't you also get blocked?
Yes, I was also blocked afterwards. It was good. It was good.
That's good stuff.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ventari was solely responsible for take root. That's a good point. Without Ventari, you wouldn't have sick Condi Ranger DPS. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, so what other legends are there? So you got Glint? Yeah, I can get that. You know, Glint, that's a good legend.
Yeah,
let's see. We got Malix. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He can be a legend. Shiro, obviously,
Definitely.
legend. And Jalis, you know, is it really difficult to be short? No, it's not. Okay, he's a dwarf. He's not very tall.
Wow.
That's not impressive. And then Ventari. I mean, really? Come on.
Ventari's okay. What else are you gonna
the teaching of Ventari, you know, that's pretty fucking good. He did the Rite of the Great Dwarf, yeah, but I mean all he did was turn into a rock. I mean everyone turned into rocks, guys. That's not impressive. Guys, why are you guys seriously so impressed with this? If you come on, he turned into a fucking stone. That's not difficult. He turned all the dwarfs into rocks, and then they kind of like fought the destroyers. I guess that's good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
All he did was turn into a rock. Holy fuck.
They didn't become OP. They got wrecked. Where are they now, Kaliel, dude? Where are the dwarfs? Like one of them's just a thumb, you know, a thumb and a head left over a fucking MMA, dude. That's not even good. Okay? It didn't work out for them. Yeah.
I still think Pyrosphere Shot is not quite as legendary as all those other ones.
I mean, I get
I don't know how this would really play into it, but Rurik might be decent.
Ooh, yeah.
Or King
Rurik.
Adalburn.
Yeah.
Maybe King Adalburn.
King Adalburn. He's kind of an asshole, though.
He's an asshole, yeah.
Malix is a demon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right.
True.
I mean, you
and Shiro's a bit of a dick as well, yeah.
You can pull a number of demons from Guild Wars 1 as well.
Yeah.
There's a couple others in there.
Someone suggested Abaddon.
How much of a mindfuck would it be if it was Lazarus?
Ooh, I'm not sure. You can. He's still
is he?
Caliph, someone says.
Is he though?
Like,
what if before revealing whether or not he really is fake Lazarus, they announce the expansion
they put it in the game
and come out with legendary Lazarus?
Legendary Lazarus.
Yeah.
Cormier could be blind.
Yeah. What the whole legend is? You equip the legend and the screen goes black.
Your screen
you can't see anything.
You can't see anything.
Someone says
for hard
Cormier
mode.
Is Lazarus. Dark Necrophil.
I don't think
Dark Necrophia. That doesn't make much sense. Someone said to WP that they thought Balthazar was Lazarus.
which I still don't quite buy.
Understand. Yeah.
Gwen, maybe Gwen could be.
Soul.
Saul.
Oh, now
Soul.
There you go. That could be good.
What?
What about the Lich, the
Vizier Kilbron?
Vizier Kilbron, yeah.
But we don't know he's dead.
That's no, isn't he though? Like almost. Are you sure? Didn't we kill him at the end of Prophecies? Am I not?
We didn't exactly.
Not...
He ended up in the Gate of Madness in Nightfall, so he's not really gone. Like Shiro was there as well. They got sent to hell.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or something.
The entity's still around.
Palawa Joko, yeah, Brazil would like that.
What about
Doom? The only problem with Saul, and this is also a problem for Adelburn, is you encounter them in the game. Like, let's say you make a brand new character, and I don't know if ArenaNet would like that necessarily. Snaf
is garbage. Snaf is garbage.
Revenant class, just Guild Wars 1 fan service.
Yes.
They
trust me, they are going to put. I'm convinced of this now. They're going to put Ritualist in the game.
As a Revenant?
As a Revenant, yeah. It's going to be Ritualist Elite Specialization.
It's going to be called. It's not going to be called Ritualist.
I mean, come on.
Is it?
Well, maybe it is, because, I mean, the PvP achievement is already called, like, a Champion Ritualist for being a Rev anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, Rit is coming. Sig knows. He's confirming it right now.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Togo. Togo, Ritualist. Togo Ritualist. But what weapon would you have, though? Because he used the staff.
Paragon is coming as well.
He used the staff, so I don't know. Oh, next Fractal. Yeah, we're owed a new next Fractal. So, yeah.
What about a Tengu legend? Is there any Tengu legends? Or are we waiting for the Cantha expansion for that?
Well, who would be the legend, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
There's not that many well-known Tengu, I guess.
What is Wooden Potato's favorite? Sore Honor Claw?
Sore Honor Claw? He could be a bit of cheeky legend.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cheeky legend? But...
Rev's getting spirit weapons in the new elite spec. It's the only way to make them even more worthless.
But they could have good spirit weapons. They could have good spirit weapons. They could have really good spirit weapons. Make spirit weapons good. Make spirit weapons great again. Make spirit weapons great again, guys.
What they'll do is they'll make them like Ranger spirits, but they'll be worse because that's how Rev does things, right? They won't be quite as good as a Ranger's spirits, so they'll be like that, but they can move around, but they're a lot worse.
All right.
Good.
I'm in for that.
I'm down. At least it would look good. It would be all spooky. Because it'd be spooky ghosts. They'd be ghosts.
Wasn't there a Spirit Bomb build back in the day for Guild Wars 1?
Spirit Bomb?
Yeah, like you could kill everybody in one shot with detonating your spirits or something like that.
I don't know, maybe. Wasn't that like you commit suicide on Necro? You're like a suicide bomber, Necro?
Yeah, I remember that too. There's also one for Ellie.
The next legend will be Smoke Scale. Rev will turn... I can't even read it. Rev will turn into a ranger pet and will not count as a person, so people in raids or PvP can take another useful class.
Hey, I'm all for that. If like the pets, you take 5% of the damage instead of 100% of the damage. Like if you take no damage in raids, I'll join anybody as a pet.
What? What?
That's how you do story mode in raids. You allow people to come in on other people's raids
as a pet,
as a pet or an inanimate object. It doesn't really do damage, but doesn't take any damage.
Chat's on fire today, man. The hair is the next legend, and you will just spawn a shitty kid as an elite.
Nice, that's actually nice. That's fucking good.
Summon a Bram.
Yeah.
Summon an ungrateful kid. Fucking hell.
Wow. Huh. Anything else, guys? Is that it? I think that might be it. Okay. Guys, we did it. We made it to the end of tea time. I mean, that's not exactly an accomplishment. We do it every week, you know, but it was quality. There's no Brazil, so we're going to have a positive like-dislike ratio, you know, that's at the end of the day, that we threw Brazil off for that reason.
Better yet, Better yet, sorry, Teapot, I have to do this. Everybody dislike this video to bring Brazil back.
Yeah, to make Brazil comes back.
You know the comments are gonna be full of, "There's no Brazil, so I didn't watch."
Exactly.
Yeah. Last week they say, "Yeah, Brazil's here. Time to close the video." And then
this week they say, "Brazil's not here. Time to close.
The video." Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Who are we? Let's see. Inks. You're right above me, sitting on my head.
Monkey.
Wait,
I'm
what?
MMO Monkey. Come follow me at MMO Inks on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.
Monkey.
I think I got the computer stuff semi figured out. Although Guild Wars 2 still hates my setup apparently, so I give up. I don't know.
What are your specs right now? What's your computer doing? What is it?
So there's some sort of problem in the my brain is not working. There's a DLL problem.
Ugh.
So there's a problem, but the game is asking the, why can I not think of what the hell it's called? Help me, Teapot.
Wait, what are you missing? What do you need? You missing drivers or something?
No, it's not drivers. There's a problem between the. God, I can't think of the word. There's a problem between the program and the computer. So so
are you sure
Guild
the
Wars
problem
2
doesn't exist between keyboard and user?
No, it's not.
The
It's
chair?
nothing to do with. It's not that.
Okay.
It mostly seems to be a graphical problem where the game is calling for graphics, and the computer is sending back a message it doesn't like, and it just you use your words. I'm trying, and it's just disconnecting, and sometimes the problems it makes you think that it's a memory problem. I can promise you, I've replaced the memory. It is not a memory problem. I have updated all of the drivers. There's even a brand new NVIDIA driver. I've updated the BIOS. Everything is up to date. And there's still a problem. And it's not always even a read to memory error in the DLL. Sometimes it is there's a couple other errors that come up as well. And then there's even some errors where it just shuts it off and tells me nothing. It's just like, Guild Wars 2 is not working right now. Shut down.
Huh.
Which is really a problem. It's not a video card problem because I switched out my wife's video card for mine. And her video card's much older than mine, but the problem still persists.
Huh.
So, and I've talked to people at ArenaNet, and the consensus seems to be some hardware configuration that I have, the game just does not like. So there is a problem between my particular hardware configuration that I can't seem to isolate and Guild Wars 2. And there's no way to solve that other than to replace all the hardware, which obviously is not going to happen.
Did you run like a fixer on the Guild Wars 2 or repair?
Yep.
Guild Wars 2? Okay.
Yeah, when the repair works, which most of the time it just stalls out and doesn't finish. But when it works, it doesn't solve any problems. I'm running an i5 2500K. No, just 2500, no K. Remove the K.
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna look that up.
So
just trashes your CPU.
It's because you play Rev. It's because you're a Revenant main, so you're not allowed to play.
Yeah. So your CPU is better than this computer's current CPU. But it's not bad, your CPU. It's not terrible.
It's not my fault. I mean, it could be my fault. I don't know. I didn't really do anything, but yeah.
Huh.
Okay, well, good luck.
My IGP is disabled.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the only one who has this issue either. Like, other people have reported the same thing. But they're always different hardware configurations. They're not all exactly the same. So I don't know what it is. I've even talked to, like I said, I've talked to people who work at ArenaNet, and it's just a weird error that happens on some people's setups.
Huh. Well, that isn't good.
No.
That isn't good.
And it's not, it's funny. Before Heart of Thorns, it wasn't as big an issue. Since Heart of Thorns has become a bigger issue. but I don't know.
Okay, that's it, everybody. Time to get Inks a new computer. So
Yes.
you know now.
Guys,
the Colonel.
Go right over to Inks' Patreon right now and drop some cash. Okay, let's go.
So the 32-bit, right? So Ajax, I've tried that as well. So switching back to the 32-bit version, the problem there becomes anytime I try to play Heart of Thorns content, it gives me that run out of memory error. That is why most people switch to the 64-bit. So if I run 32-bit in Core Theory, it's okay. But when you go into Heart of Thorns content,
then you need the 60. Yeah, it slowly crashes. Yeah, it slowly crashes, right? Yeah.
And the problem really is that it's not always. This is not a consistent problem. Sometimes I'll have this problem and it will persist for days, and then I could go a month without seeing this ever happen, or 2 months. So it's not even like when it's happening, I can replicate it 100%. But when it's not happening, I can't force it to happen for whatever reason. So I don't know. I've tried rolling back drivers. I've tried installing new drivers. I've tried fresh install of Windows, Guild Wars 2. I've tried repairing it. I've tried different graphics card because people insisted it was the graphics card. I've tried different memory. I've tried brand new memory. I have tried everything you can possibly imagine with the exception of switching out the motherboard and the processor because I don't have another motherboard and processor.
There's only one, there's only one way you're going to be able to do this. I have the solution to your problem. I know. You're going to need to take the balance hammer to your PC.
Yeah, I would love to. I've tried a new power supply, which, I mean, doesn't even connect to these issues, but I've tried it anyway. My wife's computer doesn't have this problem at all. So her setup, which is even older than mine, doesn't even run into these problems. She has another problem of her computer is old and sucks, but she doesn't have the problems that I have.
Have you tried putting your computer to the motherboard
issue?
And baking it at 375?
And the other thing is, it's only Guild Wars 2. No other computer game. Fallout 4. I mean, I don't have very many games on my computer. Any of the Blizzard games, none of them have this problem. Stardew Valley, Banner Saga 1 and 2, Magic the Gathering Online, which why would it have a problem? Overwatch, I already said. Guild Wars 1 doesn't have this problem. Fallout 4, Fallout Shelter, Fallout 3. None of these other games have a problem. Like, I encounter no errors on any of those other games. It's only Guild Wars 2.
What the fuck?
Because every now and then I hear somebody on Reddit post, like, there's a memory leak issue with Guild Wars 2. Is it possible it's related to that?
What's that?
Every now and then on Reddit, I see someone post something that nobody solved the memory leak issue in Guild Wars 2 yet. Is it possible it's related to that?
I think because it's in the DLL, I think what's been explained to me, and I'm not an expert on this, it's been explained to me that it's more of a problem between Guild Wars 2 and the kernel. There's some sort of problem between those two things that is the issue. Robo says he's had this problem as well. What was the solution? What was the solution, Brobo?
How do you fix it, Brobo? While Brobo's saying that, Boots spur.
Smash your computer.
Well, the Boots.
Never have a problem again.
Who are you, Boots? We gotta get back on track, otherwise we're gonna.
All right, so I'm Boots, World Avengers on YouTube, and you could find me doing some crappy builds and
bad builds.
Yeah, some bad builds, and I have one coming out soonish, if I am able to record it in time, but it might be the last one until the expansion because I'm kind of running dry on the stuff that we have in game right now. It's not easy coming up with new inventive things when you've run over everything 4 times. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the next expansion.
Yeah,
I am.
More bad builds.
More bad builds.
All right.
All kinds.
Condi Guardian is going to be meta as well, so you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, I actually filmed a video for Condi Guardian and Condi Elementalist, but I don't know if I'm going to put them up. I'm too afraid. I don't know. It's just like, it's
what's the worst that can happen?
Here's a couple of builds that aren't so great, but are almost
good. And these are all terrible.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. Good point. Good point. I'll do that.
Okay. Go and subscribe to Boots and Inks. Do it. Inks needs it to fund his kernel addiction. Boots needs it to get crystalline ore for leadership runes. Oh wait, no, not really. Right. Not really anymore. But still, follow this stream now as well. It's me. Do it. Just do it for no reason. Do it just because you have an arm. Well, maybe you don't have arms, but you probably do. Take the mouse, click the follow button, guys. And then follow me on Twitter as well. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Twitch. You can become a subscriber. I mean, you know, who wouldn't want to be a subscriber of this channel, guys, okay? You get the emotes. You get the amazing cool picture. You get the legendary insight. There we go. And we'll see you guys later, okay? Let's host someone. And yeah, that's it. Apparently. That's it for now. See you guys later, okay?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
As I squirt my cat.